Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
It is official. The season is over. The OKC Thunder are NBA champions. Kevin Durant just got traded, and the NBA draft is tomorrow. We got a lot to get to on today's episode. Before we get into it, I want to remind you that during the NBA draft, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we will be on NBA on ESPN doing a live stream, first round, with the one and only Brian Windhorst. So tune in to that. Shout out to Wendy. Do you remember?
I'm tired, dog. It's a lot you just said. We working. We
got a lot coming up.
Yeah.
We didn't even change the jersey. Damn.
I did change the jersey.
D-Mills to
Yeah.
No, it's the same jersey when I was here, and I
That's
missed the
definitely-
podcast.
No, it's not. That is the jersey that was
That's T-Mac.
No, I just put that on there. Didn't I just put that on there?
Okay.
He did.
But
But-
he had already put that on him then.
Yeah.
That-
We've
Oh,
had T-Mac behind me before.
we did? I did not
definitely-
know
When
that.
Desmond Bain got traded, we
Okay.
put the T-Mac. So T-Mac here again.
It was someone else up there. It was a red jersey. I forgot who it was, but
We got 500 jerseys over there, and we've got our first dupe in the first week. That's nuts.
We need to have it where we never have one.
Yeah. I mean,
It's too late now?
were they all in the same pile? I was just looking through them.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day we were asking you if you knew who Brian Windhorst was?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I had
I
saw
don't
people
remember.
talking about it on Twitter, and I was like,
How far along is that?
Maybe early podcast days.
oh. Yeah, and I probably
Definitely before the switch, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because I had said he worked at BR.
Yes,
That's
you
what people
did.
were saying.
Yeah.
And like I
Oh,
didn't.
that's why somebody said that in the comments. I read like the comments on like when the post went up and it said, "Doesn't he work for BR?" And I was like, "Who would think that Brian Windhorst worked for BR?" They
Somebody
were mocking
did.
You, wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember.
I don't actually remember it either.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I'm just going based on what the comments was saying. Leave a like and subscribe to the show again. Pull up to the NBA draft. We have a flight to Bristol.
Soon.
It's very soon, like less than 24 hours from now. We'll
No,
be
when
on our
this
way.
is out, we're
on our
there.
flight.
Yeah.
We're there. No,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be taking off.
We'll be
No,
taking
we'll
off.
probably be leaving. This will be out way before we leave. Actually, I'm so used to us having those.
Well, you would hope it
6
is.
o'clock in the morning. It will be. You speak things in existence. Fuck am I hoping for? Like, you feel me, Mike?
Either way.
You feel me?
It's hot outside. It's even hotter in Bristol for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm
We
excited.
got
Which
heat
is
warnings.
crazy because yesterday felt like a heat wave.
But when I went to go look at their thing, it said heat warning for them too. So I'm like, what is going on right now?
Everybody hot. It's
Stay
summertime,
cool,
baby.
y'all.
What you doing to stay cool,
stay
brother?
safe.
Stay in the house a little bit. No,
No, when you
stay
in-
hydrated.
When you in the house, like, what's your thing? Are you a fan person?
I'm
Are
an
you a
AC
cold
person.
shower?
AC.
Are you
That's really it. I don't need nothing else.
I'm ACN fan.
Same.
Our house be at like 70, 72.
You ever made a
Same.
swamp cooler?
No.
What is that?
We did this once at Nana's house because we didn't have air conditioning for the entire house. It was like in the front room only. Where you get like bags of ice from the gas station and you put it in like, we had a styrofoam thing. You put it in there, you cut a hole at the top, you put a fan in it, and then now it blows the cold air from the ice
Nah.
into the room.
Close thing I've done to that is when you open up the oven, and use the heat out of that.
In
it's
the
kinda
winter
like, yeah.
to make it warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gas
nah.
prices high. They
I'm
ain't
with
no
Mike though. That PC, Xbox, monitors running in that office.
Oh,
that
bro,
that temperature
can
can be
hot.
72
Yes,
in
it
the crib
does.
all you want it. But boy, I had to turn that fan on. I ain't even know what a fan and I didn't know how to work the thing.
All that stuff running, it don't even take account for the light that's beaming
The
on
light
you.
beaming, yeah. Then it's like the extra lights because I'm shooting content, so you got the big light with the box on it and
I
everything.
definitely been streaming before, and I've been like, man, it's too hot. I just cut off the light.
So hot.
Y'all gonna have to work with it. It be
Hey,
black
no, I
in-
feel
it
that.
be-
I
it be
feel that,
dark in the
bro.
room.
I feel that. But yeah, it get. I've been off the what are they called? It's like outshine. They're like what is it called? Like a freeze pop?
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
got some in the crib.
Yeah. It's like fruit freeze pop.
Oh, yeah,
type
we got
thing.
some of those in the crib too.
For
Yeah,
real?
it's like made from real fruit.
Yeah, yes.
What is it? It's
Oh, you
the-
probably got the actual freeze pop, your little kitty. Yeah.
We got the
Yeah.
freeze
Yeah.
pop too, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Well, for the
Well,
kid.
yeah.
For the
I think
kid.
I got the mango ones, and then I got do y'all know the purple ones? I forget
Is it
which
grape?
flavor. It's not great.
I have a mixture. So I got mango, raspberry, strawberry. But I know they have lime.
I can't forget what flavor it is.
I have
but
cherry limeade.
man,
You can't remember it.
I
But
can't.
purple
You
from
said I can't-
Outshine?
You said I can't
Yes.
forget it.
Is it
It might be
pomegranate?
pomegranate. Pomegranate is the best one.
Oh,
to
I
me.
haven't had it. I've never
Pomegranate
had
is legit.
pomegranate like by itself either.
Pomegranate also, if you get it, it's gonna feel like a little bit of a cheat code because it tastes too sweet.
Oh, seriously?
It's really
You've
sweet.
you've had it like the actual, or you've
No,
only had
I'm
the
talking
flour?
about the popsicle.
No, for sure. But I'm saying, have you
No,
ever?
I don't think I've ever actually just.
Have you
tasted
ever had
pomegranate.
pomegranate?
Yeah,
Is it?
it's fine. It's a lot of work.
I think I tried it. Yeah, it's like very seedy.
Yeah, it's a lot of
No.
work.
Well, I ain't gonna say no. But in Whole Foods, they have the little container where it's just the seeds.
Oh, okay. But even then, you gotta get the juices and you spit the seed out.
See, I ain't know nothing about
At
that.
least that's what I did. I don't know. Are you supposed to eat the seed? I've never.
don't know.
Anyway.
I eat seeds. So like when I eat watermelon, I know a lot of people. I just eat the seed.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I don't.
no, that's how they grow. If you eat the seed, the watermelon grows inside of you.
Oh, I thought.
You not remember that when we were 5 years old?
I thought semen was growing inside of me even more.
Wait, what?
Like my semen, my semen, my
What?
semen, my semen. Come on, man.
You by yourself with this.
It's the
Fine.
off season, ain't it?
Yeah, but we still got a lot to get.
You never heard that before?
No.
Yeah. I'm glad D Mills ain't fall for that. Be like,
You gotta
yeah.
eat. No, I'm not. It's not nothing to fall for. Like you gotta eat like stuff that actually is the real whole foods and to give you extra help for your
Protein.
production.
Ah.
Sperm.
What's the opposite of
That's,
that? 'Cause
that's
what
the
I need to
opposite
be
of
on.
Mountain Dew.
Opposite of that.
Yeah, is Mountain Dew the opposite of that? So just down a bunch of Mountain Dew and you
Mountain
good?
Dew.
Oh.
You
Mountain
got to
Dew
down the
kills your
Mountain Dew to
sperm.
balance.
I was
Balance it out.
Yeah.
That's a fact?
Yeah.
Because I was going to unfactually say that I thought that Mountain Dew probably just sitting there wiping everything out. Just wiping it out.
That's been scientifically proven.
All right, understood.
That boy KB finna come
I'm
in
going to
here.
Amazon fresh on the way home.
Y'all ever seen that Y'all ever seen that show where the dude had one of these like water jugs and it was Kool-Aid in it?
No.
And he got busted. His homie thought he was drinking water the whole time on some healthy stuff. He drinking Kool-Aid. That's how KB finna be, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Burn this city.
It's time for Call of Duty, Mountain Dew and Doritos, man. All right, before we get into all the NBA talk, let's get into Drop the Mic.
A new generation of Toyota drivers are here, and they want you to know one thing. You can't stop my drive. Toyota, let's go places. Today is Drop the Mic, presented by Toyota. What's your biggest takeaways from this year's playoffs?
That I'm enjoying the parity. Like I'm enjoying seeing new teams constantly win, and OKC was the heavy favorite in the series, and I love the fact that Indiana showed why they needed to be here. They took this all the way to 7, and then Haliburton unfortunately tore his Achilles, and that was very sad. But I think that there was a world where the Pacers could have won that series if they was at full strength and they didn't have that big blow. So I think it shows you that you can't underestimate your opponent now. Everybody is here for a reason, and everybody could beat everybody.
Yeah, I agree with Darrick. Parity is real. The team that won 68 games went to a Game 7 twice on the path to win a championship. Any other year, if you win 68 games or whatever, that's the team that you're like, oh,
Yeah.
overwhelming favorite, they about to go. And they were the favorite and all, but they didn't look amazing at certain points throughout the postseason, like some of the other 60-plus win teams that won it, like a Warriors team or a Bulls team that only lost twice on the entire run. The parity is real. And you can't just look at, like, overall net rating for the 82-game season.
Boom.
You can't just look at the record, man. It's so much deeper than that now.
That's my answer right there. That's what I learned. I learned that we look too much into things and to try to parallel them without letting things happen. I've seen people do it with the draft as well. It's like, man, you can't shoot this and shoot that and have a turnover percentage of this and be an all-star. Only 5 players have done
You
it. And
can't
it's like,
win a championship at this age.
I don't think that basketball or even sports in general are supposed to be viewed through that lens. I think you have to go and play the game. You have to. The statistics, analytics can be on your side. You can have a top this, top that. But the Pacers showed us that stuff don't matter. You know what I mean? You play who's in front of you. You play your best brand of basketball. And that's like the beautiful thing about sports. I think that's why baseball is so dope to me, is because you can have a dude hit 60 home runs, and then in one particular series, he can look like the worst hitter in all of baseball. A pitcher who struggled in a regular season just get hot at the right time, and now he's just dealing in the playoffs. Basketball can be like that, but sometimes for whatever, we just consume it in a way where it's just like, this is what it is, this is what it ain't. And a lot of times basketball can be like that. Like the Celtics did what they did.
That's exactly
You know
what
what I
I
mean?
thought. Was Celtics last year felt like it was, this is what it is, this how it's just going to
Yeah.
be. You know, but I thought, again, this year and everything that went down, those guys were out in the second round. You know, who we thought would be in the who were already writing into the championship. So I love the parity, and basically, I think it's going to be like this for a little bit. We'll see what the Thunder do, but it's so hard to tell with how much players are moving and everything is going on in the league.
For real, bro. Like, I think he just made a great point. I'm sorry, but like when I'm on Twitter or if I'm talking to people or like in a Discord, I've been streaming the past week. People ask these questions, and like I be having to tell them, like, bro, I'm not trying to be that person. I can't answer it though because it's so much player movement that is like I don't know what anything is gonna look like 6 months from now, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't. Like,
6 days.
Yeah, literally.
Like literally 6 days.
And I think that the second apron coming into like effect, you see it a lot more. It might be players that we might not think that are available at all, and it's just like we got to move on because ultimately we don't think this team is going to get over the hump, and they're too expensive for it.
I
I
think
mean, we just
might
saw it
see,
with Memphis.
Yeah,
Memphis is
exactly like
going.
Memphis.
I think we could see the opposite though, not necessarily the second apron thing, but looking at the NBA through the lens of the Indiana Pacers, a lot of teams probably believe that they're not that far off from making a run. So I think the second apron kind of counters that. Obviously, is like we can't stick together for 4 straight years anymore. But there are going to be some teams out that is like, we won 44 last year. I mean, we make one small move, maybe it's 50, and we get the right side of the bracket. We get this and that, and just like that, we're in the conference finals.
I think there are some other ideologies that may come apart too that I'll save for a topic that's going to come later in the show, I'm sure. Something to do with trading, team building. Kevin Durant was traded. I think if we're done with Drop the Mic, we should obviously start with the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunate enough to have a Game 7. We hadn't had one in 9 years. For me personally, I was chilling all day, just minding my business. When it started to get closer and closer, for some reason I had like a jitter.
Same.
Like a thing in my stomach that was just like, I'm nervous. And I'm like, I don't know why. You know what I mean? I just really wanted good basketball, I guess. It's so much on the line for, you know, 2 teams that I really like. I really enjoy everything about the teams. Great leaders, great players to watch, great brand of basketball, did things the right way. And so I was just kind of like, I don't have a dog in a fight. I'm obviously not secretly, but kind of pushing for the underdog a little bit more. But I definitely was like, oh, man. And it was kind of crazy because I don't know when the last time I've seen this, but I could feel the nervousness through the screen. I'm watching.
Kept talking about it, too.
And in that first quarter, you could just – and a lot of times you could see guys getting a little – like a game will start and it take a minute for it to kick up. I was seeing nervousness. Personally,
I would say Haliburton didn't come out looking nervous. He seemed like he came out looking aggressive and like he was ready for the moment.
When he got going, though, it wasn't instant. Both of these teams,
I think who did Pascal airball like early? Somebody airball, like,
definitely airball.
It went right over the rim, but like I feel like that happens in those type of games when it's high pressure, high stakes. That's where all those nerves come from, especially when you're a younger team that's never been there before. You know, that's why it's good to have guys like Pascal and Alex Caruso step up and make plays when you know you're still trying to find your way.
Yeah, I thought Caruso came off the bench. He had 2 threes right away, and I'm like, okay.
It just felt like
those were only 2 threes he hit the whole game, but they were big.
They said a lot.
The first one didn't even look like it was going in.
No, it didn't.
Bro, I said that weeks ago. He made a shot that I thought was like off, and it went in. Like I don't know what's. Then he caught the ball when you watch the replay. The seams wasn't even right. He shot the ball with the seams all off.
Yeah.
Watching this game too, it felt kind of sad because every minute that went by, it just reminded me like this is the last game of the season.
Yes.
I felt that exactly.
Which is bittersweet because I'm not gonna lie, part of me is smallly happy.
Yeah,
I can feel that. I mean, we've been doing it for 9 months straight, talking hoops and watching games.
Then there's so much just talking. But then I'm like, that's the off season. Talking probably gonna be amplified. Like y'all don't get tired of just waking up and seeing shit.
It's gonna be more of that hypothetical.
There's always
stuff.
rumors and
not even the rumors. I mean, the rumors can be annoying when you get 3 weeks of 8 reports a day about Kevin Durant for nothing to happen, and then it finally just happened on a random day. But I mean, like you just see bored, like just bored.
It's like, and I'm just gonna say New York Knicks fan, but like they're already talking shit about how they're gonna be one of the best seeds. Like I think it's stuff like that. It's just like, bro, let's just wait for the season.
I
man.
relate to that. Once the clock hits new season, go Bulls, baby. We fucking back.
It ain't
Man,
a new
that's-
season yet, man.
It gets to that point, but again, as we get deeper and deeper into the offseason, they just get crazier and
You didn't see the
crazier.
workout video of Josh Giddey going against Dyson
Dyson
Daniels in
Daniels.
open gym and
He
cooking
made
him?
the shit.
How I
It was
actually
4
did that.
possessions where he scored. I don't know. He could have had 12
I
misses.
only saw one shot.
It was like, go Bulls. That jump shot still look real slow, but he gonna speed it up this offseason. So I understand the optimism going to your favorite team. After
I'm
the
mostly
finals is
mean
over.
like shout out to our guy, Saw Love. But when Stephen A was saying Giannis would be an underachiever.
They were doing that in the finals, though.
That's
So
what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
imagine how bad it's about to
Exactly.
get.
So at one point I'm like, whew, it's done. Wait, nobody gonna have anything to say. But then I'm like, oh shit, it's the off season. Now that's gonna come times 10
Yeah.
in the off season.
They got to keep the ratings up.
I don't know. Well, I guess that is how you do it, actually. Some bullshit. Congratulations to the OKC Thunder. You know, they
Very
were
happy
the
for
best team in the regular season. They were
Not
dominant.
far.
I did a little thing, my recap video, I was mentioning how the 4 teams that they went against on the path here to the finals were all top 10 offensive teams. And if you just go from January on, they were 4 of the top 7 offensive teams. And the defense was the reason they won this championship. Because, like, even though they went 7 with Denver and 7 with the Pacers, the defense always stands still. It was more like, damn, they got 3 assists. Damn, they got 2 threes. The offense is what let them down to go to 7. But the defense was as advertised, and that was enough for them to win. Even in this game, you know, you turn the team over 100 different times, and you get 15 more shot attempts. That usually is a recipe for a win, especially because they hit more threes in this one, even though they shot less than, 30% or whatever.
I will say Lou Dort did an amazing job this series defensively. Thought he did a good job of he was very physical with Haliburton that entire series. He never let up. And he just constantly just kept that pressure. And it seemed like Hali was slowly starting to figure it out and learning when to get his stuff off. But I want to give my hats off to Lou Dort because if you could really slow down the head of the snake, you kind of just mess up everything
How about
else.
that half-court heave?
But, hey, man.
That shit pissed me off.
That pissed me off, too, because I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I'm just like, if that's going in, it's
Yeah, I said half-court. It's more logo.
Yeah, it was more logo.
But it's the way he
bullshit.
took
It was some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just like, if that's going, that's a shot that only goes in at home.
Yeah.
If he's in
You're
Indy,
right,
that
right.
shot doesn't go in.
Yeah.
Giving love to Chet Holmgren defensively this entire
5 blocks,
series.
I think he had
He
last
was
night.
so great last night.
That's his value right there. Offensively, didn't look as great, but that
The Thunder did a good job, especially late in the game when Pacers tried to fight back. They wanted it more. Like, it's real easy to get comfortable once they were up double digits and they looked like they were rallying back or they were kind of taking it home. I thought it was really nice to see, like, Lou Dort still hustle for that steal off the back tap. To see Chad Holmgren go for that offensive rebounds. Like, that's how you close this series out.
Dort had
I
a
thought
few big offensive rebounds.
I thought
in
they
the
did a
third
really
quarter.
good job of just being resilient and closing that out because it's easy to slip, especially against a team like the Pacers.
I want to give that love to the Pacers because I
Yeah,
felt like it was very easy
100%
for them
too.
to check out after the Tyrese Haliburton injury, and for them to be able to fight through that, have the lead going into half on the road. Unfortunately, you could see how much he means to the team because everything changes. Benedict Mathen is now starting in a half.
Nobody's moving.
Yeah,
It's just
TJ McConnell is going
man.
down.
TJ McConnell was
Just
just,
TJ
I thought it was a
McConnell.
he
little
was
bit.
cooking though.
And then
He
it's
was.
like, you know what? Let's just amp up the pressure on him since he's the only one trying to do shit, and he just could. And
They
I
start
was seeing
blitzing
people
him,
say
yeah.
shit like, "Oh, man, he's turning the ball over."
They were
That's not a
doubling
typical
him.
role for him.
yeah,
It's
he
a
started
whole
getting
different-
He did
doubled and
way
everything.
more than
Yeah, he did way
more than
Way
you can
He was
expect from
cooking
him.
Case and Wallace.
Yes.
Bro, did you not see
Yes.
when he was cooking Case and Wallace that Mark Dayton looked at Alex
Caruso.
Caruso and said,
Yeah,
Yeah,
get in.
but even right before that, TJ McConnell scored 1 basket, and then they came back and scored. And Lou Dort was telling Case and Wallace, "Move over, I got him." And Case and Wallace was like, "No, I got him." He got scored on one more time. Just
scored
one more
12
time.
straight.
But that's not even the craziest part. The crazy thing is he's scoring also over Chet in the
Yes.
paint.
Yeah.
bro. That layup,
That left hand layup.
bro.
Oh yeah,
His
that was
emotion, I felt that after the game because he laid it all on the court
He
this
did.
entire series, man. Because you never know if you ever gonna get back to that moment in time. So, got
And
a
he,
lot of
and
love
he
for him.
really did try to capitalize on his one opportunity that you just don't know, and he tried. He literally is Indiana, man. I would hate to see him in a different jersey.
You won't. I think he's just too important to what the team means.
Especially now. I mean,
I think it
Tyrese
also means a
Haliburton
lot
being
more
out.
when you see him. It'd be something if he just was like, doing this in the regular season, but he did this consistently throughout the playoffs.
A guy that
we
does it
know-
when it matters the most.
Yeah, we've seen him do this before where he's been a spark off the bench multiple times. So
Since we're giving out love, I want to give out some love to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well. He's the Finals MVP, the MVP of the league, and so I think sometimes when that happens, we look to identify guys that ain't getting as much love, but he plays so well, he deserved the love on top of the love. I mean,
Playmaking was on
all
point.
of the decision making he did last night was perfect. I wish I wish he could have the no turnovers.
Yeah, because the game before that he had 8. So for him to bounce back like this with the playmaking was phenomenal.
Yeah. It's rare that you're going to get 2 back-to-back bad playmaking games from Shai. He's a really good game-to-game adjustment type of guy.
I thought he did really good just game managing too. Anytime it looked like the Thunder were getting in trouble, he was slowing them down. You know, everybody was looking for Shai, and he was going to get everybody organized. And especially late in like the fourth, he's going to deliver for you, bro. He's going to get you. He's going to get you the right bucket.
He was giving Nembhard fits because he would like ISO and then he would do a spin move and he would hook Nembhard's arm in the spin move and then just go up and it's a foul. And I'm just like, man, this is nothing you can even do as a defender at that point. You just at his mercy. Because if he's hooking your arm,
I was
you
worried
kinda
about
just-
them.
Kind of just got to deal with it.
I was worried about them.
He took
Going
like his
down?
5th foul with like 4 minutes to go while
Yeah.
the Pacers were on that run, and I was like, oh,
And it seemed like it was 4 minutes left for a while. It seemed like it was from 4 to
Benedict Mather was at the line the
Yeah,
entire
Benedict Mather was just constantly getting to the line. I'm like, this is like the worst thing you would want. The
Yeah.
clock to be
I
not
know
moving
that
and them
4
putting up
hours.
points.
I mean, that 4 minutes felt like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I know they
Sam
was
Presti
thinking.
finally gets his championship.
So the hard thing can be put to rest.
And who knows if they get more. But, like, I was just thinking about some of the smaller deals that they were able to do. Like, obviously the Giddey for Caruso when it's a bigger deal now that Caruso played so well in the finals and everything. But even, like, the Trey Mann trade.
To the Hornets.
To the Hornets for Gordon Hayward's expiring contract, opened up the money to go get Isaiah Hartenstein.
yeah.
Just like small deals around the edges that, like, yeah, we like Trey Mann, but damn, this can open up $40 million for us. We got to get rid of him. Ultimately helped them end up winning this championship. And he's just a legendary GM. Like, it's hard to say that about many people without a championship. So now that he's got one, you can really solidify him as one of those dudes. Just
I can't wait to see what's next
drafting
for him.
everything. Topic is ready. He got a ring without doing anything.
Yeah.
No, you know what happens when you win a championship.
What, pressure?
No, you got to
One-on-one.
go somewhere else and do it again.
Oh.
For some reason in sports, GMs don't get to just sit around for 20 years at a place.
Yeah. Bob Myers stuck around for a while.
Hey,
What happened?
there's a dude in Miami that's still around, and
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I mean, everybody's been around over there, but they've had a level of excellency since he's
Sure,
been over
yep.
there. He's done it as a coach, front office.
unfortunately, Jaime Jaquez and Haywood
Nikola Jovic.
Highsmith was not enough to get Kevin Durant. But
My father tells me one thing all the time.
Oh,
Father
man.
Time is undefeated.
oh yeah,
Father Time is undefeated.
Gotta
But
call it
even what's my boy name, man? I'm blanking.
where
He rebuilt the Red Sox. Then Theo Epstein. He left the Red Sox after building them. Had to go to the Cubs. That's when the Cubs was shit.
and then they won the championship.
Build the Cubs up. So
That's the good one.
what you mean?
The good.
Come on, now. Come on. I wouldn't even talk about
What a
that.
dad joke.
But no, Sam Presti. He's been there so long. Sam Presti's been there since what? KD was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably ain't going
Yeah, he
nowhere.
probably just gonna stick
I just
around.
wanted to mess with the Thunder fans so they could be in the comments right now. Like, Sam Presti isn't
I was
going
gonna say, he
anywhere.
gotta do something with them
We got
bitches before
7
he
more to
leave.
go. Then you should have seen all the people that was mad. You got to know how to hook them in for your video. I put that dynasty word in the title. So many people was mad. Like, I don't know if OKC is going to be a dynasty. They barely beat a Pacers team and needed Tyrese Haliburton to get injured. I'm like, gotcha.
Needed to get injured. Crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, congratulations to OKC. Tyrese Haliburton got injured with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. He had 3 threes.
An incredible start.
Talking to the crowd.
That's a start we be asking for, too.
Yes, and it's no better time to do it than a game 7.
Yeah, he seemed like he was really ready for the moment.
And you know what? I said this in my video, but I said it again. As a kid, when you grow up and you want to be in sports, Game 7 NBA Finals is what you shoot around in the driveway for.
Yeah.
Right? It's where you say 2 seconds on the clock. I'm Kenny Beecham with the shot. It missed. Oh my God, there's 4 more seconds on the clock somehow, and you keep doing
kept
it.
missing,
keep
huh?
doing it until you hit the
No,
shot.
for sure.
You grow up for these moments.
What's
And-
the other part of that, though? What's the opposite of that?
What do you mean?
No, and correct me if I'm wrong, but never in my life of doing that or playing baseball and hitting a game-winning home run did I ever envision myself getting hurt.
Ever.
Oh no, yeah.
It doesn't happen.
I've envisioned myself maybe, you know, am I going to be ready? Am I going to be nervous and turn the ball over like a bad dream? Never do you get hurt.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's like when he's on the floor, and that is visually ingrained, not the motion of when the injury happened, but him
Pounding
on the
the floor.
floor.
Yeah.
Like I haven't talked to him obviously because he's going through so much stuff, but I'm assuming that wasn't because he was in pain. It was him recognizing
What
that like
happened?
He's
what
not
is
gonna be able to
happening to
play no
him
more,
in this
yeah.
Game 7. So you know, we sending our condolences and prayers. I've talked to people close to him. He's in good as spirits as possible given the circumstances.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been down in the dumps for a
mean,
year.
Yeah.
As far as you came to and as close as you got, this is one of them runs that like you're never gonna be able to forget. You know, as much as you accomplished on it, I think is damn near enough, especially from where their situation was, and
Talking, Mike.
nobody really thought they would even get past the first or second round. I mean, they were able to do it time and time again, and specifically Tyrese Haliburton rose to the occasion multiple times. Like, I think for me personally, I'm gonna remember those shots against like the layup against the Bucks. I remember the shots against Cleveland. I'm gonna remember a lot of this run. And again, it's not a championship, but damn, it was damn close.
I agree with you, and I hate using this because they're professionals, the top tier professionals in the world. They get paid X amount of dollars. They're grown men. Moral victories are for minor league coaches, like Jay-Z once said. But that be my point, and we'll talk about it obviously when Kevin Durant trade comes up. But like, to me, that is stamped. That run is stamped. Obviously, they didn't win a championship. We know that. Only one champion and one winner can be crowned, and that's the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I hate the narrative of like, if you don't win, we can't remember it, or you're a loser. Like, it's the same theory with like a Chris Paul or Carmelo's, all of these guys, and John Stockton and Carmelo, Charles Barkley. This idea that if you Iverson losing to the Lakers, but getting that one win, felt like he won a championship damn near. That's legendary. And so I think
I'd rather be AI than Robert Horry.
This goes into,
You know who said that?
no,
Betty the Butcher.
the butcher coming. But I think this is like that for me. This run is like the Iverson run and winning against that juggernaut of a Laker team with Eric Snow and
Tyronn
Hill. So no disrespect to those players, but it just was a different talent matchup. So this is that for me. Obviously, again, no moral victories. It's only one winner. But I agree, man. I feel like this is one that I won't forget.
Yeah, we can't let it get lost in history.
Yeah, It's beautiful, beautiful. Nobody had them.
No.
Even when they was winning all the series, we kept like dismissing it.
Yeah.
They beat the Cavs, but it was like, oh, the Knicks gonna take care of them. Besides their own fans, obviously. They beat the Knicks, and it's like, but yeah, the Thunder come on, man, it's a 5-game series. And then they went 7. So we owe them a lot of love, a lot of credit, a lot of respect, and we should be giving that entire team their flowers because let us tell it, these playoffs and these finals wasn't gonna be worth watching. And they made it every bit of worth watching, and so did Oklahoma City
And
Thunder.
Game 7 was the most watched finals in the last 6 years.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. But it was also just I
I was gonna say, who did you see that from? Yeah. Don't let you can't just look at Twitter and take,
Maybe.
I'm not saying it was, but
Legion Hops tweeted
you
it
said
out.
that like it makes it factual that you saw it on Twitter. Because I saw that Russell Westbrook signed. No, never mind.
Remember when they trolled talking about Derrick Rose retired and they came out on the media like TV talking about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was Stephen A. I think.
No, that was that Stacey King on the broadcast?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Stacey King on the broadcast.
They
Then
did a
Ball
whole
Sack
memorial
Sports.
and everything.
Ball Sack Sports is what got on ESPN, but yes. And
They also ended up on Fox News once too.
Just be falling for anything.
yeah, man, incredible finals. It's so bittersweet to see
That
it
is from
over.
Real GM, by the way.
Okay, so
It
that's
averaged 16.36 million viewers, most since 2019.
Shout out to the Pacers and the
I know we kind
Thunder,
of already
man.
talked about Shea, but again, for the opposite type of feel, like they were doing a lot of the pregame stuff talking about Shea, or they had Shea speaking. He's like, yeah, man, these are shots again, like y'all said, that you practice in the driveway. It's another thing that you get there, especially after MVP season, and you have that type of game. Like, that's about as perfect as you can get. It's like, it feels like my career. Like,
with them big ass shoes too.
You see, they made sure to put him around his neck.
situation,
Like, got to get that promo in.
Gold ones around the neck, nasty.
I hate. We've mentioned this before about like the way the conversations always are when it comes down to injuries.
Yeah.
I hope that if there's anything positive, and it's hard to pick anything positive out of the situation, that motherfuckers will stop talking about injuries as if players are out there faking it.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't see anything like that.
Oh my goodness. Go to Skip Bayless' Twitter account.
Oh, when Mike was sitting there, I didn't even read that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not read nothing Skip
Skip
Bayless
Bayless
saying.
Or go look at what
Skip Bayless could be the new dude that break news. I just get my shit late.
I don't want to misquote somebody. It was on First Take, but I don't want to say it was Stephen A. Smith. With Darius Garland. Remember Darius Garland wasn't playing because of his injury, and they was like, what's going on? It's just a toe. And then he played, and now he's going to miss the beginning of next season.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, these dudes, especially, I just mentioned all NBA caliber players.
Yeah.
The all NBA caliber players are not about to go out there and say my calf hurt if it don't hurt during the NBA finals.
Right.
Yeah. And also, we've seen it happen multiple times that playing with a hurt calf can lead to other things. And I think Hali had said that he knew the risk. So that's why there's a lot of respect out there for him to give his team a chance. Game 6 was phenomenal. He came out there and gave them something, put them in a position to at least have a chance to close it out in 7.
Yeah.
He went out there and he put his heart out there for his team, man. He went out there for his brothers, sacrificed his body, and there's none but respect for those type of dudes, man. When you go out there and you do it for your brothers and you just put it all on the line, there's nothing but love and respect for that type of stuff.
I was on the phone with my mom earlier because she saw my recap video and watched it.
Shout out to OG.
She was speaking on something I was saying about this. Like, the players are just, it's unfortunate because they're in a damned if you do, damned if you don't, lose type of situation. Because like KB saying, if you listen to your body, which we've seen athletes do before and get ridiculed. We saw Derrick Rose say a lot of times, I'm just not physically there yet. I ain't want to push it to the max. I want to be able to stand up and walk at my son's graduation. I think Jamal Murray was quote unquote clear, but was like, nah, I'm going to just wait. And you see people react to it.
Kawhi Leonard, another great example.
Kawhi Leonard, great example.
His shit bad.
Kawhi Leonard.
Tony Parker, bogus as hell for talking about
The most bogus. I would, hey man, if we have never had nothing serious on this show happen, but if Mike had something that he missed and you was like, bro, that shit went how it was, well, I would really be mad that you said that.
You got anxiety? Me too. I show up to work.
Right, yeah. I can't believe the Spurs let that happen.
Imagine I had like a kid and then hard to imagine, right?
No, we next.
Yeah,
We further though. But I have a kid or whatever, and I'm taking this time off, and kid be like, man, I ain't need all that time.
Exactly.
I ain't need all that time for my kid.
I'm letting you know, with number 2, I'm taking some time off.
It's just weird that a teammate
You think we need you?
that you go in the trenches with would say that. Like if I was at one of those teams, I can't believe a fight didn't happen. Somebody was supposed to and I know it's different because Tony Parker is like good money with the Spurs with all the winning. Somebody was supposed to check him.
Yeah.
Pull him to the side and I heard he was getting backing. I heard he said that and other people were kind of supporting that yeah. But I agree with that. But yeah, you do all of that, and if you don't play, it's like, damn, you gonna sit Tyrese Haliburton gonna sit out in the final. It's game 7.
Right.
You gonna sit out, then he plays, and now you're out for next year with an Achilles injury. So it's like a lose-lose. Yeah. It's a fucking lose-lose.
Dame went through the same thing. He had the blood clot in his calf.
Boom.
Went out there and he tried.
I can't believe he rushed himself back, man.
In a first-round matchup at that.
And it was.
They was getting their ass kind of bust as well.
Yeah.
Kevin McHale walks with a permanent fucking limp.
That's why it's not even just pressure from the outside world. It's pressure on yourself too. I might not ever get to this moment. I think a lot of players go with that. I might not be able to play again like that, or I might not be able to play at a high level. I might not be able to get to this point again. So I'm willing to lay it out all on the line. And honestly, I've seen people talking about if somebody has a calf injury, let's just not let them go out there in the playoffs anymore. And I can't even agree with that. I think it's ultimately up to the player, man. It's their body.
I think he did what any of us would do given that
For sure.
situation.
Yeah. He gave his team a chance in game 6. They blow their ass out. Now it's game 7. All the marbles on the table. And it's just an unfortunate incident that happened.
Yeah.
So,
Kevin McHale has a noticeable limp due to playing through a broken foot in the 1987 playoffs. The injury occurred when Larry Nance Sr. stepped on his foot. Despite the pain and advice to sit out, McHale played on, and the injury ultimately resulted in a permanent limp.
Did they ever ask Torrey Holt to sit out?
Well, I don't think he had an injury. I just think that he caught all them bullets that it made his shit bend. I don't think he's the only wide receiver who fingers look like that.
Probably not.
He just has the most memorable picture at the press conference doing that.
Ugh.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
You just have your hands deformed.
And you just go. You just catch that bullet, your finger, and you just gotta just go. While
You
this
know how
big,
hard they
you
gotta
better hold on to
it.
while Ray Lewis is on that bumper. Ray Lewis sniffing out like a shark in the water, smelling blood, and you catching a bullet while you're jamming your finger.
Hold on to the ball. You got a broken index finger.
In snow. We're gonna turn the snow on for this game. But yeah, man, Tyrese Haliburton, bounce back, brother. Always, anytime I've been in his presence, he's always been smiling. I don't think I've ever seen him not smiling, whether it's the media day scrums, whether it was the draft we did for that 2-day 2K league he had, whether running into him at Summer League, always smiling. Hate to see him have to have that type of moment, man. It was heartbreaking. It was really, really, really heartbreaking.
Obi Toppin talked about it. He said it was something he thought about the whole game.
And it made sense when he said that, because Obi Toppin, not that he's a guy that's just going to dominate every game, but he was doing little shit like dropping the ball, going out of bounds. So
he let Casey Wallace come and just take it out of his hand one time.
It made sense, man. It really did.
Yeah, if your best guy goes down with that, I can't imagine the mental strain that it takes on you. You just got to get back into it.
Siakam tried to get them boys
He
going
did.
once it happened. He tried to really be that vocal leader, and he tried to step up and do what he could. But unfortunately, it's just you're all human, and sometimes it's hard to just like skip back in that moment after such a tragedy happened.
I mean, they were really resilient. They went into halftime with the lead.
Yeah, they
it's
were.
Like, damn.
They tried.
I'm like, I've been doing in the finals, like going on a walk for that 15 minutes at halftime, and I went on my walk yesterday, and I'm like, these motherfuckers might still do it.
Yeah.
really
It would have
They
been
might
such a crazy story if they were able to do it in Game 7.
It's like some movie shit.
When he got hurt, I'm like, this shit over. When they had that lead going into half, I took Penny out as well. And I was like, man, like, what the fuck is about to happen if they do? Because it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been a really big fumble by OKC, I'll tell you that.
Who wins Finals MVP? Siakam?
Siakam.
Yeah.
That was TJ
TJ
McConnell.
McConnell, that's it. Yeah.
That shit came, bro. No, he was heroic in that game.
Yeah, man.
Like it's actually
12 straight points?
Yes, he was trying his best.
I
in
think
that
he
third,
went
bro.
6 or 7 in the third. The rest of the team went 2 of 10.
And it's not like he doing this against the backup. These are legit all NBA defenders he's just going to work on. And it's like
Doing the same thing too. He ain't doing nothing crazy. Just getting to his spots to pull it up.
Right. It ain't like he fucking
but I did feel like
Jordan
during that little
Clarkson
stretch
getting
though,
hot from 3.
during that little stretch though, he was, and again, it ain't shit he could do. He had to create, but like that over dribbling, like all that dribbling he was doing, nobody else could really touch it. So it was like
They turned that pressure up a notch.
he's like nobody else felt comfortable with the ball. Like everybody else lost their rhythm during that little 12-minute stretch or that 12-point stretch.
I mean,
They
him and
took
Hali
some
essentially
time
are
to
the
get
only
back.
two creators, really.
Nimhard.
Nimhard's there
Nimhard
too.
hit
Yeah,
a big
Nimhard's
shot
there
to,
too. My bad.
Nimhard hit that big 3. So
It's funny seeing NBA players who can't dribble.
who you talking about?
I don't want to say no names, but it's just funny when you're watching the game. Obi Toppin can't fucking
hand
dribble.
loose the pass.
Obi Toppin can't dribble. I'll say
You
it.
gonna keep remember that forever, huh?
Obi Toppin, I love you, brother. Can hoop, can play his ass off. He can't dribble.
It was a funny.
He out there like fucking, what's his name from The Office? Stanley from Office, damn near. I'm like, damn, Obi, get that ball out the hands, man.
I remember the possession after he let Kaysen take it out of his hand, and they got to stop, and someone outletted it to him. I'm like, man, why is he bringing the ball up the court? He just turned it over. And I was like, as a team, I probably would have just not given him the ball, but he brought it up. I was like, that's fine, that's enough.
Have y'all thought about next season for the Pacers?
I have a little bit,
Yeah,
because
I
I was curious as to how they pivot, but they just essentially probably put Nimhard full-time starter, and then just go on from there. But yeah, that's probably really it.
I've thought about the entire
Does it change
Eastern
their
Conference.
offseason at all?
Do you think Miles Turner? I don't think it made me also think of Miles Turner's extension. Like, what is that going to look like? Like, are they really going to pay him what they were hinting at paying him after this? He played really bad during the stretch. Like, he was not fun to watch at all, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So that will, as a GM, I would have to really look at that and say, I don't know if you can anchor my defense, but can you do the other stuff? Like, you don't even rebound for us. What are we gonna have to do? Put you at the 4 and then go sign a rebounder?
Are they good enough to maintain? Like,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're good enough to maintain.
Yes.
I think they'll still.
This
be
can't be
fifth
the
seed.
expectation.
for sure. Right.
Yeah.
This is where it gets very, very scary and dark in the NBA.
I think you take a good look at Benedict Mather and what he could do for you too as more of a, I guess like a primary scorer probably during the regular season if he's not moved or anything like that, and you're looking for somebody else to put points up.
He's really the one that he really is like the only guy that consistently has like steady rim pressure. Like, he will literally get the ball and just go straight to the basket.
The way he likes to play, I just don't know if it fits the way they
He's
like
not
to
like
do things.
he's not
But I
really
think-
a passer at all.
But I think it's good to have someone who may not be like truly what fits.
That's why I like him as a bench player.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
switch
No,
the
yeah.
tempo and everything.
But I don't
I
think
still
Benedict
think he
Mathurin
should
is
still
trying
come
to-
off the bench.
I don't know if Benedict Mathurin wants his future to be committed to the bench.
Coming off the bench. Yeah, he is still young. Saying he still has so much potential.
You
We
still
never
got
know.
Darius Walker.
Yeah, and also
It feels like a move is
Yeah.
in the background for this
this
team.
team also feels like it's
They traded for their 2026 pick back.
Which is like, now that we know that Haliburton's not going to play next year, at least as far as, expecting that, getting your pick
Crazy.
back is pretty.
Like
they
the
did that
timing
4
of that.
days
Yeah,
before
the
the
timing of that
Wow.
is crazy.
this team also feels like they in love with everybody on their team. So
Yes.
yeah.
When I do my 2K rebuilds and their team, I have
It's
to
like
go
you
to an
can't get rid of
offseason.
them hard.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
like,
get rid of
man,
Neesmith.
I gotta.
Can't get rid of
Pascal,
Miles
come on
Turner.
now.
He's been there for 10 years.
So it's
Exactly.
like, you need
Exactly.
upgrades, but who?
Yeah.
And then it's like Miles Turner. He's interested from the Pistons, so he's gonna leave and go to an in-division rival across the water.
That's my number one thing.
but
And
then
it's-
again, it's 2025. Players do shit like that today.
Hey, I'm so old school, man. I would never do that shit, bro. Unless I was getting
I think you lying.
unless it was a legit.
I think you lying. I think if a motherfucker came and gave you a deal that's 10 times worth what you make right now, you would stick your middle finger in KB's face.
I would.
Right.
But I'm saying, if I'm
He said, I
Milwaukee,
would.
if I'm Milwaukee and I'm trading away Giannis,
He's not going to the Bulls.
This just hypothetical.
No, I'm saying, no, that's what you mean. You wouldn't send him to the.
Anybody that's in my division, I have to play against that dude 4 times a year. Go to the
Hell
playoff.
no.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, no.
You got
see
me.
the-
I'd
yeah.
rather
He was
send him.
saying that, man. I would like, man. The Pacers could have been a good option for Giannis. Man, get the fuck
Who
out of
said
here.
that?
I was seeing it like online and shit.
They
or
hate
like-
each other, too. That's the
Yeah,
funny
like why would he do
Bro,
that?
I'm not sending him to the Indiana. Got me,
Yeah, they
bro.
took
You
his-
getting in the way of my future.
they took his game ball.
part. They did take his game.
Outside all of that, though, it's like, yeah, why would I help my in-division foe
Yeah.
be great and then I have to see him? No, motherfucker. Matter of fact,
Now he got
you
this
going
extra chip on his shoulder.
Matter of fact, we playing with the Knicks or the Nets. You're going all the way to Sacramento, buddy. I don't want to see you at dinner accidentally. Our kids ain't finna keep going to the same school. You going all the way over there, pal.
Mhm.
Bye.
Anything else about the finals?
Just really enjoyed it, man. I'm
Outside
happy
of the
we got a
actual
great
game,
content.
yeah, saying outside of that, I do look at the Eastern Conference. You got Tatum's injury. You got Dame's injury. You got Halliburton's injury.
Is this Joel's chance?
You got
Everybody
Joel
got a
Embiid's
chance.
injury.
Oh, damn.
I mean, when you said that like he just got off the court or something. I have no idea what's going on with Joel Embiid. I have no idea. I know he had microscopic knee surgery, whatever. I have no idea if he's going to be ready to start. Is he going to be ready to not to start?
Uh-huh.
When was the surgery? I don't know anything. Does anybody know anything?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
There's been any more reports other than
The
when
other
he
thing
actually went under for surgery.
If he healthy though,
Yeah.
I like their chances.
Other thing I thought about was just writing in. It feels like the Cavs and Knicks should just be written,
Yeah.
honestly,
You mean written in
into the
what?
regular season. Like they should be dominantly the
solidified.
top
Yeah,
2
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
With the Celtics having their issues,
Yeah.
Pacers having their injuries,
I think Pacers can stay afloat. I think the
Yeah.
Magic
The
kinda
Magic
is
are
in
in
that
that tier
conversation.
now.
Bucks. I think they should be able to be.
That last
Who the
like
hell
knows?
that last 5th spot, I think it's like Atlanta as a full healthy team
I
could
think
be good.
Oh my
after
God,
those
Detroit.
top 2, I feel
Detroit.
like it comes about as open as
Toronto.
somebody's
I
got to
won't
take a
care.
jump
Yeah,
up.
somebody's going to.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee having a big Dame injury is crazy because this is right now. It seems like a big opportunity for them to really capitalize.
Don't doubt Giannis, man.
Yeah,
With
I
the
know.
others,
I
they'll
just-
sign Tyus
yeah.
Jones and they'll be.
I hope
okay.
their front office has something in their back pocket to where they can figure something out.
Bradley
I
Beal
know it's hard.
Bradley Beal is not coming back to the Suns is what I saw from Gamble, who does the Suns. So if he gets bought out, all the talk about how bad Bradley Beal is, hey, Bradley Beal go from $50 million to $17 million, different conversation.
Yeah. Especially when you're talking about
Different
playing in
conversation.
Milwaukee with Giannis.
Well, let's get to them because they did make a trade. Kevin Durant is now a part of the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick in 5 seconds. Some of them convey this year. At least one of them convey this year, the last one in the draft, and then like a 30 and a
They'll
32.
stretch to 32.
Yeah,
I think that's
so
I actually really love this deal for both sides.
Me too,
I thought the Suns got something really good and concrete. Jalen Green is nice, but you can also trade him. Eventually, he's on a very friendly deal. Dylan Brooks can come in and add value defensively. I thought getting the number 10 pick was also great.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't going to get a boatload, so if you were able to get the number 10 pick, some win-now players, and then Houston gets their guy that essentially helps them where they just literally struggled. They literally struggled offensively, and they went and got the best offensive player of all time. And like you just can't.
Shit,
that's like one of the
player
best.
of
You
all
said-
time?
Hey, talk your shit. Stand 10
Yeah, I
toes
think
on
Kevin
that.
Durant's probably the
I
best.
think
offensive
LeBron
player.
is the best offensive player of all time.
I mean, scorer.
Oh, okay.
That's offense.
Best scorer. I would say best scorer. Offensively, yeah, it's probably LeBron. But yeah, I'll go best scorer of all time. So yeah, to get that, that's just a blessing, man.
I'm disappointed in one person on our show.
Who?
The dude sitting to the left of me.
Talk to me.
I saw a piece from his video saying, and I was saying Devin Booker got to stay. Now I don't know. How you go against
No, that's not what I said.
our bond like that?
I was saying that if it did happen, nobody should be surprised.
That's what I said, but I got crucified.
No, you requested him to call. You told people to he needs to go out of there.
But I
That's
said,
not what I said.
At some point, he has to look at himself and say, "Do I want to be here?"
Let's also do one thing,
You do that for everybody, by the
which
way.
was our issue. But let's
'Cause this is just the way the NBA is right now.
Let's pause though. Social media is a thing,
It
but
is.
brother, don't you dare jump in the water with them.
Because I said the word
You
crucified.
got crucified.
I was joking. It was an exaggeration. It was a
You
hyperbole.
got crucified.
I can't use
When
the
they-
hyperbole.
When they said, let them say that dumbass shit they said. But crucified is a big stretch. And even in that sense, I don't think it's a right. Like
I
we're
got
in
aggregated.
it's such a time where it's so like right and wrong. Everybody wants to be right or wrong. A lot of not a lot of them, but some of these conversations is opinion. If you think Devin Booker and every other star should request a trade the moment something doesn't look good, that's your opinion. My opinion is I prefer for guys who have a long stay to stay. When De'Aaron Fox left, I had no problem. Had no problem at all. He coming from the Kings. But yeah, when Giannis wants Dame and it don't work, I don't think Giannis should leave. You asked for that.
Mm-hmm.
When the Suns do right by Devin Booker and they tried, they went out and got Kevin Durant. You think Devin Booker was like, no, don't do that, and they did it anyway? No, I think he was with it. Some of the reports said that him and Kevin Durant wanted Bradley Beal. I don't think players should just have all the power and then the shit that they want, they'll go right partly because of them and just be like, hey, all right, what's next? And I also will say, I think the NBA, based off the playoffs we've seen, which is how I wanted to answer Mike's question earlier, I don't think that that's the new route. It's like Devin Booker requested a trade. Okay, I want to go to Detroit. Detroit's going to gut the whole team, get Devin Booker, and
No, you gotta do what Kevin Durant did.
Well, that ain't gonna happen because he ain't 36 years old
Yeah.
off of who's had an Achilles injury. But like, that's what I asked you. When's the last time, or how many times in recent memory, have we said he need to leave and it manifests into something?
No one that
Anthony Davis is the only
time,
one.
Well,
Only
yeah,
time it
probably
did, we
Davis.
didn't want it. Kevin Durant left.
No, Anthony Davis, Lakers. I think a lot of people looked at him and said he needed to lead the Pelicans, and they won a championship. Outside of that, all of these the recent, man, you need to leave. He need to go. Man, he got to go get somewhere. You want to win, don't you? Don't you want to win? And they leave, and then we end up sitting up here and we had the same conversations. None of these motherfuckers be going and just be winning and winning and winning and winning. And I also, like we said earlier, every player can't win a championship. Every player can't win one.
Yeah, but you also would like to have at least the chance. I know
So,
he did make it to the finals once.
Here's
but
All these
I mean,
guys we
hey,
talk about be having chances.
making it to the finals once is better than a lot of motherfuckers end up doing.
Yeah.
But here's what I said outside of that clip. He spent 5 years of his career on a team that won 22 to 19
Yes, when he first
games.
got there, had 6 coaches and
It's
four
fucking
or
awful.
5 coaches in 5 years.
They build a team good enough to go to the finals, one of my favorite runs of all time. They had a 3-year span where they were really good. And then now we get to this point
Yep.
where we look at the next year's team and be like, this team in the Western Conference, as what we know today, we don't know because they probably got more trades to do because it's 17 shooting guards on the team, just don't even have a chance to even make any noise. Now, if he believes that Ishbia and them can retool in a 2-year span, then it's worth it to stay around.
100%.
There's nothing wrong with Devin Booker being a one-team guy. It's rare that we get it to this point. I would be okay with it. But if he doesn't believe that because of what they did over the last 2 years, that they will be able to get back to being decent, then it's time to be like, okay, then we can think about it.
I agree.
Somebody has to be willing to figure the things out. Is all I ask for.
The only
I mean,
thing-
we have an entire league of everybody moving. People are really bothered that I talked about 2 guys and said they should stay. It's only been Giannis and Devin Booker.
That's really it for me too.
Like they act, because I saw the tweets that you was referring to too when you talking about crucified. They act like motherfuckers said nobody can get traded.
That's
it's
that
literally
damn
2
ring
people
That's
who,
that damn ring culture.
who are staples to their team.
Well, 3. Steph Curry.
Well, he's signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't even consider
won a
him
championship 2 years
really
ago.
leaving.
Also, probably Draymond, too.
But that's different. That's a different tier of player.
Yeah, we're
And
talking
a lot of
about.
times-
Draymond can get traded today, and I wouldn't give a fuck.
In a
If
way,
Steph Curry got traded, it would be
Yeah,
something for me.
I didn't want them to bring Draymond. I was kind of liking him kind of going to the Kings that one off season where they wasn't sure. You know what I mean? Even Clay left, and I ain't like, oh, it was like, damn, but it wasn't like his legacy.
Yeah.
But those all-time greats, the best player in the franchise, because that's what Devin Booker will go down as if he stays. He'll be the greatest Phoenix Sun player all time. He'll have some records that should stand the
I think he'll have the counter records, but I don't think he would beat 2 MVPs in the city.
I don't know, man, because
Another guy won an MVP in the city as well, Sir Charles.
I just don't. I think. I mean, if you're looking at it from a basketball reference point of view, then yeah.
No, I think that the Basketball Reference going to support Book because he'll be the all-time leading scorer. He won't be all-time leading assister, I don't think, because Nash has that. But he'll have a lot of the all-time records.
The reason I say that the basketball reference because Nash had the 2 MVPs back to back, and those teams was in the playoffs way more than I mean. Devin Booker and them had a couple little appearances, but that team was consistently. But I think it means something to play for a team for 20 years. He's gonna have like those records are gonna be untouchable. The ones that he get, the assists. And then Steve Nash, you got memories of with other teams. The
that's why I think if you just, and again, I'm talking on the perspective of like a Devin Booker, but like taking a step back and just looking at your situation.
Because who's the greatest Buck?
Giannis.
It ain't Oscar Robertson or Kareem, right? Right.
But yeah, looking at your situation, it's not like you're in the worst situation possible. Like I think again, the worst thing happens is you have to retool for a year or two, but again, I think that the Suns can at least make the right moves to get them back competitive. As long as you got deep Book.
Now, you know what? Honestly, I'm going to push back. What would be worse than what he's in right now?
Will be worse.
The position that LaMelo was in.
Yeah.
Why is that worse?
Because LaMelo Ball hasn't. He's barely. What playoff series has he played in?
None.
What silver lining is there for him to ever be in that position? You just talked about to him, fuck winning the finals, making it. In what world can LaMelo really think about the NBA finals as long as he's on this?
I'm talking about 2025. Like, I think Devin Booker is in. I mean, LaMelo obviously got a good point. Got good.
De'Aaron Fox leaving the Kings.
I think the Kings are probably the worst situation in the league. And that's just looking at the damn contracts they have, and
That's
they
fair.
don't want nobody. I don't think they want anybody on their damn team, honestly.
No, that's a good. Yeah, it's a good counter.
I do think the Rockets win the trade. I think Raphael Stone deserves credit and flowers. He's been flawless with everything he's executed to get to this point. These are assets that don't mean as much to them.
And they didn't give up any of their valuable assets.
But I think the Suns would be like a B. Like the Rockets get A+, Suns would be like a B, because I do agree with Darrick. I think to not have a lottery pick with the direction you're going into sucked. So to be able to get the 10th pick, that's going to say a lot. What they get with that 10th pick, how they insert that 10th pick, and what it turns into. Because if you get a solid 10th pick, it don't have to be an all-star, but if you get CMB, and
It's gonna be CMB.
becomes a really good, effective player,
They're gonna announce that immediately.
then I think that changes the dynamic in the route that you go and how fast it goes. But if you take another route and it ain't a CMB because he gets drafted already or because, you pass up on him and it flops, it's not, it's not what you thought it would be, then it makes it a little uglier. The only thing I'll push back on is guys wanting to leave as soon as something gets a little murky. That's it. That's all. I don't that's just how I feel. If Devin Booker goes on to request a trade or get traded, it won't be that big of a deal.
I don't know Matt Ishbia, obviously, but based on all of his hirings, that shit look like it sucks over there.
Right, the Michigan State.
Everybody's just somebody I know. I'm like not even saying that they're unqualified for the positions, but if everybody went to Hinsdale South that worked for Enjoy Basketball, something is fishy there.
Yeah, how the hell you know all the best candidates? Like personally, you just know them on the level. They're part of your family or part of your friend group.
I think in a vacuum, this is a good trade for the Suns, considering, again, no leverage, Kevin Durant last year of his deal, all of that. But it's hard for me to look at it from a vacuum perspective because to lead up to this,
Kevin Durant?
You gave up everything to get Kevin. You made the trade to get Bradley, and then we're here. Also, again, without having any leverage, of course, they can't get 2027 back. But fuck, would have been good to hold your destiny 2 years down the line. But again, you have no leverage to even make that happen. So in a vacuum, it's a fine trade. But then I look at all the other tentacles that come with the trade and how we got here, I can't help but to feel terrible about it.
The one thing for them going forward is once you get past the Bradley Beal roadblock, a lot of sunshine peeks through the tunnel. Because that is a lot of money.
Y'all think Jalen stays on this team for the long term?
Who was that?
Jalen Green.
Oh, Jalen. Forgot.
We really just did the trade for the 10th pick.
New Rocket, that's new son, that's Jalen Green.
It's always going to seem a little weird with him and Devin Booker. It could work out, you just never know. But.
I mean, Booker essentially is going to be the primary point guard type guy, so it can work that way. So
what's working for you? What does that mean?
You could see it being successful. At least I'd say they can get to like the second round or past the second round.
But what are you talking about?
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about
down the line.
You're having two.
Is he solidified a son or will he be traded in 2 years?
So you're saying that when the Suns get back to being okay, is he even on the roster?
Right.
Okay.
Because it's going to be hard to see him and Devin Booker just being.
I think
he scared me for a minute, man. He scared me.
Right. The East is down, motherfucker, not the West.
The West.
The luxury you have is that, like Darrick said, Jalen Green signed an extension and won a 4 or 5 year deal. This is like a 2+1. So you got some time to figure it out. And that's what I meant with the Bradley Beal thing. I think his contract and Bradley Beal contract may align. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like what you have right there, you're going to have some shit open up.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anybody on their roster that should be.
They stretching that contract.
Did Houston have many suitors for Jalen Green?
No, do you see what he did?
Which
in
is
the
why
playoffs?
there was people that was coming to me. There was people that was coming to me saying, "Yeah, I don't think he's going to play in Phoenix." How? They would have added a third team.
Yeah,
they were trying to add a third team.
Gamble shut that down
one.
immediately.
He's going to play with the Suns. I think it's going to be good for him. I think he has to start to rework his identity as a player to play in this type of setting. And what I mean, this type of setting is being a co-star to a player who's going to shoot more shots than you and everything like that. The Rockets was a weird constructed team because Amin Thompson was still young, so he didn't take the ball out of his hands too much. Sengun is a block on a post player. So Jalen Green was still able to get his shit off. On some nights he shot. He might have averaged the most shots on a team per night basis.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And played like a number one. I think this really shows him the days of you potentially being a number one and playing like one and having that freedom may slim down a little bit. Luckily, it's not much over there in Phoenix. It will just be him.
He still got a little bit of that freedom.
He still got a little bit of that freedom.
Which I think you have to.
But he has to learn how to work with. He has to learn how to do more with less now because the NBA fuck what Pierre think and what Mike think. The NBA identifies you now as a complimentary player.
Yeah.
The stretch with Houston was saying to see if you were one of those guys. Mm-hmm. The NBA has now said you are a complimentary player. At best, you're a 2. And I don't even think a lot of people think he's a second option on a championship team.
Yeah. He took 17 and a half shots a game.
As number one?
Yeah.
I like was what, 16?
15, yeah.
15?
I like what you said about the Phoenix, though, because they still do have.
The Phoenix, bro. I will throw this crock that they're
about the Sun. Because they still do have, like, some room on the leash for him to have those type of moments where he did have with the Rockets where, man, I could take over this game. I could still have 30. But again, if he could do the little things, it's just going to make him a a better player overall.
You know who is going to
Jalen Green is far from an awful basketball player.
That's what I had to tell my stream.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what's funny that you say that, KB? It's funny we get here because as a basketball guy that has an incredible memory, because I don't drink or smoke or, you know what I mean? Well, not that you have a bad memory.
I got a bad memory.
Do you? Okay, so it fits what I'm saying. I remember hyping up Cade Cunningham in that draft class. Hey, this is the guy. Man, I don't know. You think they should take him? Jalen Green might have to be that. Now everybody just don't like Jalen Green, but a lot of the people that are saying the shit now was obsessed with his mixtapes and saying he was the guy that should have maybe went one, or you know what I mean? Like Jalen Green is not the awful player that people make him out to be. He was
that the 2021 draft?
2021 or 2022.
I rewatched our mock draft we did. He fell to the Raptors, whatever they had, 4.
So we went Cade, Mobley,
No.
Scotty,
No.
Jalen Suggs.
He took Jalen Slugs, is what he said on the podcast.
What?
I just rewatched it. I was getting my hair cut yesterday, 2 days ago.
Thank goodness
He
you
took
let it be known
Jalen
that we all
Suggs.
took picks.
And I said in that I had Evan Mobley going to the Cavs at 3, and I said he was going to be the best player in the draft so far.
You're wrong.
So far, so good.
Give me Cade Cunningham.
That's fair.
And out of that draft, who you taking as the best player? So far.
Cade.
They're all so young.
It's Cade.
It's Cade.
Damn.
We'll bring this back up 15 years from now. We'll see.
That's fine.
I love
You're going
Cade
to come
too,
up
though.
here and be like, it's BPM.
Hell yeah. I'm going to have an argument. Is it going to be a good argument? Hell no. But I'll have one.
He leads the Cavs in all-time shot blocks. LeBron played there. But yeah, I've been critical of Jalen Green in his career, but I do
Rightfully so.
I
mean,
do hate seeing that he get talked about like he is the worst.
He's a
player.
very polarizing player. So, like, I could definitely see the ups and the downs. You see him sometimes play like all-star level guard, and sometimes you see him go through stretches where he's not playing nowhere near an all-star
And I
level.
think I'd much rather just not have an all-star guard and get a consistent, solid player.
I think that it's
Right?
Just,
Yeah, I would too.
I think being like a
Which
straight-
you wouldn't, KB?
His play style doesn't let that happen.
Yeah,
It's kind of like I have to be an all-star or I'm just going to be not good.
that's my issue. Just be solid.
bro, because
But it's hard to take. You know, D'Angelo Russell even tried to say it and it sounded good. I'm gonna be Darrick White. Yeah, shit's hard. Shit's hard.
Hey, that did
He
not
shook
last
his head.
long.
Look at Mike making a stink face.
That did not
he
last very
said
long.
that that's the same time ain't that after that he led the Lakers in like 3-point makes? Or
I have
is
no
that the
idea.
same season?
You-
or is
you're
that
the
the follow
Laker guy.
season? But he
You
wasn't
know I
a
hate
damn
the Lakers.
defender. He was
Asking me no questions.
he was our shot creating playmaker. Nowhere near no damn lockdown for sure.
Can't even imagine him locking down. I'm sorry. Some
He's
people
not
have
even
some
like-
people have a look.
Yeah,
a body type.
Like,
Yeah,
he
he don't
just ain't got
have
he
a
don't have that
lockdown
strong
look.
body type. He don't got that like blazing quick,
Not a good
lateral
base.
quickness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
So
For the Rockets, this is great though.
This is
To be able to bring in a guy, and let's say it doesn't work. Whatever reason, Kevin Durant in Houston doesn't work. It won't fucking matter because they
they'll
still
make him
kept
another-
every young player that we care
Yeah.
about. They still got all the draft, and they still hold the future of the Phoenix Suns in their back pocket.
which might get them Jaylen Brown.
It's like, yeah, there's more to be done in case they need to. So like, it's a low risk, high reward type of trade.
Yeah. I wonder what Kevin Durant's extension looks like. Like
a good
how many years is he looking to extend for?
He's going to be 37 at the start of next season.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Durant obviously is not the player that he was in 2012, but he's still so fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even with the Suns, they were 33 and 29 when he played, and they were 3 and 17 when he didn't last season.
Yeah.
Like that's a nuts difference.
2
between
years,
one
60
person.
mil.
2 years, 60 million each.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
Wait, for who?
Talking about Kevin Durant.
Oh,
if he got like an extension.
I don't even know who's.
yeah, that's what
eligible
it
for
looked like. That's literally the rumor report.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
I didn't see that report.
2
but,
year,
like,
$120 million
first,
extension.
yeah, it won't gonna be no damn long term extension at
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
like, I would expect like a heavy loaded type small deal for him, especially because you can see what you want and like him being old and being at that age is kind of benefiting them a little bit more because he would have been a lot more expensive.
This is what the Nets should have did, and it's hard to hate on them bringing in Kyrie and Durant, but like
And Harden.
that was later.
Yeah, eventually.
But like I like the idea of bringing on a player and keeping that youthfulness. This feels like one of the best outside of the Warriors. This feels like one of the better situations that KD is going to step into. because you didn't gut the roster.
And they kept Fred.
I
thought if they were going to trade for KD, Fred probably would have been in the
No
deal
way.
to kind of like make the money work.
No
but
way.
You need a point guard.
I hope
like
Fred
I'm not giving you
finds a
my
way-
point guard.
I hope Fred finds
No
a
way.
way to stay on the damn Rockets.
No, they just reported. Let me see if I can pull this up real
They're
quick.
about to rework it. It should be
about to-
done at the start of
Yeah.
free agency.
He declined the option, and then they're working on a multi-year deal. now.
He's such a good point guard, like just fit wise.
If you're trying to win, yeah.
Even with Kevin Durant on the team, like he's a dude that understands his role like to the max. Like
What was the other option
He
though?
is so weird of a player, though.
Because he ain't gonna shoot
Because
49%.
if you think about like every other good player in the league, nobody's shooting 38% from the field, and we like, yeah, that's a really good point guard. Like he's like kind of a one-on-one in that type of way.
But he's a good leader.
Yes, for sure.
And then obviously, like again, he could play off the ball while a man and Kevin Durant, like anybody's working. He's a great option off the ball, and then he could still get it done if need.
Yeah, I mean, the
be.
playoffs, he had a couple games with just like 30 balls.
Yeah.
It's like, he still got that left. And I think this is also a bet on Amen Thompson's development because now the game and the floor should open up a lot more for him. We saw how good he was his rookie season, then his sophomore season.
This
and he
seems
got
scary,
so
man.
much better. And we
Brought
talked
back
about
Adams.
Yeah,
they
they did
bring back
extend
Adams
recently.
so they're back. Shout out to Steven
Yep.
Adams and Kevin Durant.
And Jeff Green.
And Jeff Green is on the roster.
So now Russ opted out. It's only right.
Did
that
you see Kay Adams ask him that right after he did? Yeah.
Yo, she did.
And she was like, man, he was like, I can't even talk about that right now. I can't even talk about that right now.
Right, because the trade ain't official to
Oh.
July 6th or whatever.
Yeah, he was
He ain't
so happy,
recruiting
but
no
he was
damn
trying to
Russell
not.
Westbrook.
He was really trying not to act like it at Fanatics.
Russell Westbrook is already on the team.
Shout out Kay Adams.
Shout out K. Adams.
Um,
Shout out K. Adams.
Does this make them like they were already the 2 seed by record? Where does this put them now that they've added Kevin Durant?
The sky's the limit.
They'll still probably be a top 3 seed in the
Yep.
West. Yep.
Do you think they like if we come back a year exactly to today, could we be talking about the Houston Rockets just won a game 6 versus
Yep.
the Bulls?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
agree
I
with
can see
the
that.
second
Against
part.
the Bulls.
The Bulls.
The second part, I
He
agree.
snuck that in there. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, give it. Ime took this team far with that stinky ass offense. Giving him KD is just.
What did they lose? They
Dylan
lost
Brooks,
Jalen
Jalen
Green,
Green.
which
It's really is a
KD is on
Dylan
steroids
Brooks,
of that.
but,
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks is replaceable with Amen Thompson's
And
defense.
Tyrese
And we
Tyrese,
finally gonna get some
and
Cam Whitmore
Tyrese,
minutes
yeah.
this season, I think.
And then you lost a 10th pick, but the 3rd pick of last year's draft didn't play for
They
you.
have no room for another
So-
first round pick.
And it
And
seems
they
like,
still have more moves that they could potentially make.
and it seems like Ime likes Cam. He just tells Cam that you gotta do certain things in order to stay on the court.
Which
Seems
is
like
the right
he's
thing to
just-
do.
Yeah, it seems like he's
just
just not gonna hand Cam minutes. He wants them to earn them, and I love that part of it. Like, yeah, you were a top pick in the draft. But
I
you
wonder how
failed.
much money they about to have.
Like,
in
you're not
free
gonna walk in
agency.
here and just get minutes.
Shingun is wrapped up, and then a bunch of rookie scales. You got Steven Adams extension that they just did.
Could they get a Nikhil Alexander-Walker?
Nah, that's a question I wouldn't have the
Depends
answer
how
to.
much he asking for.
Yeah, what is Nikhil's market? I'm curious what his
I feel
market
like
is.
it's gonna be around.
I saw mid-level exception, so like 11, 13, 15.
That's not bad.
For Nikhil,
Yeah, what you thought he was finna get, 25? But
a little bit more than the mid-level exception.
Josh
at
Giddey
least.
finna get.
He's really good.
Nah,
I think at least a team would try to bid on him. I don't know who, but it feels like
Nikhil
he's got that type of
Alexander
value.
Walker is likely to command a salary in the range of 15 to 20 million, and his next contract potentially exceeding the 14.1 mid-level exception.
There we
it's
go.
on the screen.
See, yeah, that mid-level
You just
exception be
I'd
going up
rather look
too.
at my
so
phone. I'm looking squint.
that 15 to 20 don't even be feeling like around the mid-level.
Yeah, the mid level was
It's just it gets higher.
I feel like 4 years ago, mid level was $8 million.
For real.
Yeah.
Now it's like a league minimum is $8 million. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kevin.
How
Durant.
much would you pay him?
around 15 to 20.
Damn, you got money like that?
But the teams
If I
that could
could.
give him 20, he's not going to want to go to. And they
Yeah.
won't give him 20.
Yeah.
His value with the Nets ain't 20, so we're not giving you 20. So
Imagine he got into his bag though if he went to the Brooklyn Nets.
remember what I told y'all. Remember what I told y'all. He's definitely playing a role. My boy got a little go to him.
Hey, at least he's stuck in the league though. He did go through a stretch where he was a little. It was a little question.
Yeah, it's tough for him to find his footing.
And then he actually found his footing, and he looks like
Because the
he's
Pelicans, he
solidified.
showed the flashes, but he
Yeah.
was never able to put it together. So I do think he's going to get like a 14, 15, because I think the teams that want him will be like a Magic, maybe a Rockets, and I
Which
don't
he
know.
should want.
the
Which I
Timberwolves.
think if he goes to
His
that type of
value-
team, his
yeah.
value is just consistent.
Yeah.
He could be one of them. He gets like a big bag, and then all of a sudden, we don't want to be paying this guy 25 M's or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Now his value.
Man, fuck Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I want him off my team.
I'd rather take the consistent just 15.
Then to fuck your reputation up?
Yeah, because you know it's only going to go up, too, with that mid-level. It's like, damn show ain't worth no minimum.
I feel like that's easy said than done. If a motherfucker offer you $10 more million, it's easy to be like, yeah, I want that money.
Yeah, especially if it's like a little 3 or 4 year.
Yeah. I'm going to hit free agency again when I'm 29, and that's the perfect time to get another big
Man,
bag.
the last year of the deal, I go on my, you know how they do on the contract
Brown did
years,
it.
you got to take
Bruce
off.
Brown won a championship and said, I got to just go do what's best for me.
Well,
Shout out to
they-
the Pacers.
yeah, he needed to go do that for sure.
Yeah, they gave him 2
Look
years,
how
40
fast
million.
look how fast it turned around.
Yeah.
Because what would you give Bruce Brown now? Nowhere near $20 million.
No.
What teams Bruce Brown play for?
You said what?
What teams does he play for?
The Pelicans.
Okay, Darrick, locked in. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yo,
He was
ass
in the
is
trade.
lying.
He was in the Ingram
The
trade.
trade.
Brandon Ingram.
Okay. Who else was in that trade?
Kelly Olynyk.
Okay, yeah. Okay, y'all locked in. Look at y'all ball knowers, man. Y'all draft knowers?
What team Antonio
A little
Reeves
bit.
play for?
He said who?
Antonio Reeves.
I don't know.
The same team as Bruce Brown.
And now the season over, do we play another round of who he play for?
Yeah, might as well.
No.
Let's see if I can find
What
some
team
good
Trey
ones.
Alexander play for? Trey Alexander was fucking y'all up, man.
He don't know who Trey
You don't
Alexander
remember?
play for.
You remember what team Trey Alexander played for?
Hell no.
I swear y'all got this wrong 3 weeks in a row, and then one time y'all finally remembered it was like, oh yeah, he played for the Nuggets. Now y'all just forgot again.
What team does Mac McClung play for?
Imagine.
No one.
Mac McClung plays for the Magic. Usman Zhang.
He's on
You're right, but you know he was referencing last
The
year.
Thunder.
The Thunder is correct. I got to click it.
He was a champion. Fuck you talking about? What team
Mason
he played for?
Plumlee. I'm just going through this. It's an app.
Clippers.
Derek, do you have a guess?
He is on the Clippers.
Is saying he on the Suns?
Oh my God, he's not on the Clippers, on the Suns.
Okay.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh,
The
Minnesota
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
I'm just naming all of them. I know some gonna be easy, some gonna be hard.
Wait, what are you doing?
It's an app.
Oh,
Julius
answer the
Randle.
question.
the Timberwolves.
Oh,
Minnesota.
the Minnesota. Chris Livingston.
the Raptors.
Guess.
The Warriors.
Incorrect.
the
Plays for the
Bucks.
Bucks. Larry Markkinen.
The Utah Jazz.
The Utah.
Max Drew. Come on, give me the good ones. Give me the good ones. I'm gonna play it again. I'm play hard mode. I was on easy mode. Jackson Rowe. What team does he play for?
Who?
Jackson Rowe.
Play for the Pistons.
I just seen this name because I was playing 2K.
It's not the Pistons.
The
I was in the
Clippers.
right
The Warriors?
conference.
The
somewhere.
Warriors.
Ah,
Elijah
snap.
Harkless.
Oh, he played for
Atlanta.
Utah.
Good job,
Yep,
Mike.
the Jazz, yep.
How the hell you know that? You was watching Utah?
Yeah.
Tristan Newton.
He got released by the Pacers and went to the Timberwolves.
That's correct. Harrison Ingram.
He plays for
The Spurs.
There you go.
yeah.
Mason Jones.
The Kings.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
Daquan
shit.
Jeffries.
The Hornets.
Yes, sir. Now, this is a guy I don't know. Miles Norris. Oh, I do know Miles Norris. Miles Norris.
The Sixers.
No.
Oh, fuck. The Warriors,
Watch.
too.
Oh, I didn't know him. I got it wrong. It's the Celtics.
Right. Yeah. I just saw that on 2K. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Last one, Kobe Jones.
I know
Oh,
this
the
one's-
Oklahoma.
The
City.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City.
That's Dylan Jones.
That's Dylan. Oh.
This one is Kobe Jones that played for the Kings and was in a trade and now plays for the. Who did the Kings make a trade for? They
Or
got
the Bulls.
No,
Or the
well-
Spurs.
in the season. They got Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, Wizards.
Yes, the Wizards is correct. One more round.
Let's do it.
I won't answer any of these. I'll just stay out of it.
I'm skipping that one. That was too easy. Jameer Young.
Celtics.
Derek.
You bogus as hell.
The Bucks.
The
bold as
Bulls.
hell.
He's a bull. Anton Watson.
Who the
Anton
hell are
Watson.
these played?
He played for Gonzaga. He played for my team.
The
He played
Knicks.
for the
Yep.
Knicks.
Enrique Freeman.
Plays
Oh,
for the Pacers.
actually-
There you go. Tyson Etienne.
That's the running back.
Maybe that's why that name sounded so familiar.
Tyson
Nets.
Etienne. What is the running back's name?
Trav.
It's a T too, right? It's a T.
Yeah.
Okay. He plays for Brooklyn, by the way. Jalen Bridges.
You know your shit.
Ooh.
Jalen Bridges. Is he related to any of the other Bridges?
Nah.
No, but he plays for a team that one of the Bridges used to play for.
The Suns.
The Suns is correct.
Similar archetype too.
Ethan Thompson. He used to play for the Bulls. I don't know.
Really good college player.
I don't know where he's at now.
You
I don't have the
No,
answer.
he's for the Magic. Plays for the Orlando Magic.
Those are actually really, really tough.
I didn't know who some of those players were.
Those are really, really tough. The NBA draft is tomorrow. I think it would be cool, again, now that I rewatched our 2021 draft without us really knowing shit, if we did a fake mock right here on the pod.
Okay.
Y'all down?
Yeah.
The reason why it worked so well in 2021.
Put that phone down. We just gonna vibe, man. We just gonna vibe.
Sometimes I need my
I'm
notes.
grabbing your phone.
Wait, are we doing this draft, right?
No, 2028.
No, I didn't know if he said a mock. I didn't know if he said a redraft.
Now, if
or
I
mock draft.
said that, I would be Billy and him. But they gonna laugh at KBD.
I need my notes because sometimes I might forget some names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's all I was doing.
Okay.
Who wants the first pick?
I'll take
Dallas.
it because I think it's. I'll take it to put pressure on you to make it more fun.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
Cooper Flag.
Okay. A+ draft grade for them on
You
that.
take number 2.
I will take Dylan Harper, number 2.
This where the draft
overall.
get good.
Man.
Who's pick 3? Who you want Philly?
Yeah, I guess I got Philly.
And then that let us go in that order. So yeah.
Ace said he ain't working out with us, but
Fuck what he
you gonna
want.
draft him anyway?
F what he want. We taking Ace anyway.
I love it.
At
He don't
four-
know no better. Sometimes you don't know what you want.
Charlotte Hornets is next.
For Charlotte,
I do have to look up the draft order though.
I would take
I think I know
VJ.
it.
VJ is the better player, but I would
Who is VJ?
VJ Edgecombe.
Oh, okay.
He looked at you like, boy, is you
I-
stupid? No. Hey, you didn't see his face. You didn't see his face, how he looked at you, bro.
Some of the greatest moments on our show is me picking at, making sure you know what you're saying. I ain't know if he's gonna pronounce his name wrong or just be like, you know, VJ. So, that's how we got to Ronald Reagan.
That's how we got Ant.
And oh my
That's
god.
how we got Ant. Yep.
I do like Concanipple in Charlotte, but I'll take the best player available and go VJ Edgecombe.
Okay, so
Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz is next.
We're gonna go Trey Johnson. We need somebody that can
Oh,
score the
man.
I
basketball.
like that.
Got
What you
it.
say, all man for?
Because I wanted him with my pick.
Which would have
What
been
team do you have?
the
Wait, you-
Pelicans. You would have been a
The
Pelican.
Pelicans would have been all right.
Okay. So I got Washington Wizards here. In that 2021 redraft, I had the Washington Wizards then, and I said, they're not gonna take Corey Kispert. He's not that type of player. And he went
took
on the draft.
Later, right?
I don't remember where. I just remember he ended up on the team.
Which was a good pick for them. I'm mad they ain't really materialized.
I
into
really do
anything.
like Knipple as well. I don't know if I want him to go to the Washington
Do
Wizards
it.
though.
I don't want to
Do
go to
it.
the Wizards. I
Do
don't
it.
mind it, but
Yeah, I don't want him to go to the Wizards.
Do
either.
it.
I would like him on a more win now team. But it is.
I do like him though.
Yeah.
I think he can provide some of the stuff they need, obviously.
Yeah.
But still, it feels. I think that out of all the places, if he got drafted there, that would be the one I'm like, fuck.
No, Utah would be like that way
I
too.
think he might fit perfectly. in Utah. Personally,
Where?
Utah.
Oh hell yeah. Well, nah. They need a little bit more.
Yeah, that's why I was saying
He be playing out of-
He's saying like demographically he fits
For
perfect.
sure. We get it, Derek. Walker Kessler, Kyle Filipowski, and
Larry
Conkin
marketing.
They got the White Hope team. I'm gonna take him anyway. Washington Wizards con.
What you laughing for? A few years ago, you been paying money to see him.
Oh hell no.
I'm just playing.
Seven is Pelicans. We'll take a guard. We'll take Jeremiah Fears.
Okay. At 8, I'm who?
You rock with Fear?
Shout out to Joliet's own.
Yeah, I like Jeremiah Fears.
Who?
Jeremiah Fears.
Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
Okay.
Germ? You gonna call him Germ? for
Jeremiah.
sure? I definitely heard somebody had a nickname Germ when they named Jeremy or Jeremiah.
I'm
Just
sorry.
call
You're
him
not about to
Germ.
fucking name.
Just call him Germ.
Germ is nuts.
Germ?
So dirty ass Germ.
P, you knew Germ?
P just fucking slobbed on his wrist because that shit was so fucking funny.
Jeremiah.
I didn't hear you say Jeremiah either. I sound like Javon or some
Oh,
shit.
I thought
Shout
I
out to
said
Javon
Jeremiah.
Carter. He picked up his player option today.
Get that
You
6
said who?
million, boy.
Javon.
Javon.
Oh.
The comments was like, oh, great. I was finna go in there like, hey, get out my cup.
That goes to KB point.
So somebody say
Everybody
shock.
be getting play options.
Shocker.
Everybody get a player.
Yeah, we
option.
didn't know this was happening. They was in that motherfucking comments, man. Oh boy.
Who has the 8th pick? I know I do, but what team?
The
is
Brooklyn Nets.
It? The Brooklyn Nets.
Oh man.
So if I'm Brooklyn with the names available, since
Damn.
no.
You thinking wing guard?
I'm
big?
thinking wing. I was also thinking big, but I wouldn't be mad at Malawatch.
Oh, okay.
Watch me.
Because they
Hey.
probably gonna end up trading Claxton
To the what?
to Lakers.
Yeah.
So
Have we
honestly,
just decided that was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
probably. I'll
Has
take.
it been any rumors, or is this just something people?
No,
want to see?
he's one of the targets. It's
Yeah.
him, Capella, and Kessler.
Okay.
But so since they're probably gonna trade him, I'll take. How do I praise his first name?
Kaman
Come
on.
Malawatch. I'll take him out of Duke.
Damn.
Is it
okay.
Kaman or Kaman?
We'll
I'll
find
see
out
him on.
soon.
It might be.
Later.
And probably
I know you went.
They
to
call
school
him
with
Man. We
K-Man.
just call him Man.
He ain't spell it the same way though. He ain't had no H. Kaman?
from Burt.
Oh, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know him?
This is the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna take because he took my pick.
Oh, Malawatch would have been great for Toronto.
For
too.
real?
Yeah.
This is such a weird team. Got everything and ain't got. Now I don't want to say ain't got nothing, but they got everything. So it's like, what do they do it now? We're gonna take Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant feels like a OG Anunoby
Damn.
2.0.
They just don't have all the big wings.
All the wings. All the wings.
That's the Masai way.
Yeah.
Who has the 11 pick?
The Blazers.
You want to switch?
Why?
Because I'll have 12. And you
Oh no, we're at 10.
Oh, okay.
Darrick is gonna have 12.
Yeah, he can.
Oh,
he can draft for the Bulls.
yeah.
Has Nipple got drafted?
Yeah. He went 6.
Okay.
So now I got 10 recently acquired Phoenix Suns. I'm taking Colin Murray Boyles at 6.
I like
at
that.
10 for them.
I like that too.
I want him off the board by 12, please.
He's a bull.
He is a bull archetype to the T.
Okay. Keep Vucevic too, because he's gonna space the floor
Yeah,
for him.
Vucevic might get an extension.
Yeah. Everybody else is shit, apparently.
So yeah, Mike, this is you now at pick 11 for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Wait. D-Mills, you want to trade with me?
You want the Bulls pick?
You have your Blazers pick.
I'll take the Bulls pick.
I was gonna say, who do you identify most with? That was a test. That was a test.
I can't wait to see what y'all do with these picks. These are 2 tough picks for me.
I feel,
Somebody's falling, right? Who hasn't gotten picked?
No.
Kasparis is still on
Kasparis.
the board.
Yeah.
Noah Sengay still on the
I'm
board.
fading Kasparis, sorry.
From all teams, huh? He ain't got a single
No,
team.
not that he ain't got a chance, but he just scares me a little bit.
I feel like there's somebody else that we're.
Me too.
Asa Newell's still here.
Derek Queen still on the board.
Derek
Derek
Queen's
Queen.
still here.
Derek Queen. Derek
Agar
Queen.
Denman's still here.
Yeah. They you fucking me up. Derek Queen. I always say Dager because I'm trying to say Derek Queen and Jaeger.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the Blazers really take. 'cause
Don't take another point guard.
They got
Take a point guard.
take a point
Take
guard.
a Spars.
Yeah, take a Spars. I mean, they don't have a point guard.
They
I'm
have
sorry.
2
I'm
point
sorry. I'm
guards.
sorry. I'm sorry. No. Listen, they're going to trade Anthony Simons. We're projecting, right?
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson was coming off the bench, so it ain't like he has the franchise in the palm of his hands.
Yeah.
So I mean, you damn sure ain't taking another center. You ain't taking
Damn
him
sure
wing. You could, but who?
Because I think you
Did we
already
draft
got a
Jeremiah
buttload of
Pierce?
wings
Yeah,
too
he's
that
off
you
the
still
bench.
trying to
Okay,
figure
I
out.
just
So
remember.
it probably
It really
is a
is
guard.
guards and centers left right now in this range.
I don't
Unless
really
you want to reach for somebody.
I can't see no Igor Demon in no Portland jersey. So I'll
I don't know
probably
who
go
the fuck that
Kasparov.
is anyway.
It's Agar Denman.
Is that an anime character?
I think so. I'll
Jaeger,
take
like a
Kasparov.
Jaeger bomb.
Oh, Jaeger? Okay.
I'll take Kasparov.
Yakuchonis.
How you say
Ew.
that name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like
hate that.
Jakob.
I'd hate that pick for the Blazers, personally.
Who
Why are
want
you
them to
fading
take?
him completely? You don't like him at all in this
Well,
draft?
they could take Derek fucking Queen, right? He's like a 4-5.
Yeah.
Him
They
and
could put-
Klingen.
Yeah.
It could work. I think he's.
It just scares me when I look at a guy and see that when he played against real competition, he just played like shit every time.
That's a strong.
I
strong
mean,
accusation.
you're not gauging enough to fuck. Oh, who you talking about?
Jonas Yakuchonis.
Is this his little brother? Who the fuck is Jonas Yakuchonis? What the fuck? We have a draft tomorrow that we need to be prepped for.
Kasparov.
This motherfucker just made up.
Bro, I gotta pee, bro. Don't let me laugh.
His name is not
I
even
gotta
close to
pee.
Jonas. It's not even fucking close.
As far as Yakachonis, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said
Does that mean you fading Jaeger Demon as well?
I thought he was mixing them
somewhat,
up.
yeah.
So that's why I was ready to defend. But I mean, I hear you, man. I hear you. Jeremiah Fears play was up and down when he played. You know,
They got the conference play.
Yeah.
he held his own in certain situations too. But you know, I'm just trying to play devil advocate.
Yeah.
You're not wrong though. Who the boys taking? Darrick Queen.
I'm really intrigued in Nick Clifford. What?
Boy, that type of shit get your ass fired. And I love Nick Clifford, but it just felt like
I know. I like him, but yes, I would take Darrick Queen.
that wasn't me lobbing you to say
Yeah,
take
no,
Darrick
I know.
Queen. I just I pray my boy Nick Clifford don't end up in the fucking Bulls jersey. They just invested in Modest Buzelis and Patrick Williams, and then they gonna get now they would have all of the wings.
None of them.
The higher Nick go, the higher I love it. In terms of
The lower,
yeah, the lower,
same,
not the higher.
same. Which is why at 14, no, I'm 13.
13
Hawks. We're gonna take Noah Singh.
Oh wow! I was
wow.
hoping he was there for the French team, Team France.
And we're gonna take
I was
Noah
hoping you went
Singh.
one of the
Bashir
bigs.
Fleming big. Asa Newell wouldn't be bad here.
So this is a perfect time to draft the Kawhi Leonard reincarnation. Give me Cedric Howard with the Spurs.
Hey.
That's who he's gonna take with the
You
Thunder.
know what's,
Yeah,
They-
that would have been.
but
that
they either gonna hit him or Nick Clifford.
would have been a
somebody.
good one. That would have been a good one.
I actually wouldn't have been mad at taking him in Chicago.
Well, you had the opportunity to.
I
and
know,
you didn't.
I know. I actually like him a lot.
I'm glad he ain't going to Chicago. We're gonna be Patrick Williams 2.0.
Probably
I don't know how to
better.
develop no wings.
I'm not develop anything.
True. I mean,
Our,
Kobe
our
White is
future
pretty.
out there gang banging right now.
Kobe White pretty.
You see that picture of Modest?
Oh my gosh. The last thing I saw was his hands. It was like I gotta hit him up, tell him go get your hair cut by Chris, bro. The hell is on your head?
Oh man.
It's on you. Or is that the end of?
That's the end of the lottery.
Oh,
We can
the
keep
lottery.
going if y'all want
I'll
to,
take the
but-
15th pick.
Okay.
We'll take Will Riley. Just
Shit.
go for upside.
You know what team you are, right?
Yeah, OKC.
Okay.
Shit.
Well,
Okay.
we just coming off a championship. I ain't worried about none.
Draft and stash them, huh?
Yep.
How many times can they do that?
Hey,
It ain't a literal.
Yeah, no.
I see what you mean. I mean, yeah, shit. They gotta kind of look for guys that can do that with, because it's hard for a rookie to think he gonna crack the Thunder rotation.
Yeah.
for sure.
And it's even crazy because Topich coming.
I'd be fake pissed to get drafted by them. Like, yeah, it's cool, great organization, but damn, am I ever gonna play?
Right, half your check finna go in a wardrobe. You gotta get fly on that bench.
You want to keep going, Darrick? 15th pick, Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies. If I was Memphis at this
Is that
point,
15? That's 16, isn't it?
16. Sorry,
16th.
Yep.
Okay.
Because this was the Magic pick. Yeah, yeah.
If I was Memphis Grizzlies, since I would take Nick Clifford here.
Me
Okay,
too.
good pick.
That's yeah.
He comes in and he's a ready now player, and I like that for the win now team. So
They seem like they like those older players too.
yeah,
Who's fallen in this draft so far?
Minnesota,
Minnesota 17.
give me Rasheer Fleming.
I like that.
Cool. So I'm 18 Washington Wizards. They
So
already
you got
drafted.
Wizards twice. Hey, look
Damn,
how
I'm
fitting.
just them. I already fucked them up by drafting Con Knipple.
Mm-hmm. Give him some upside, man.
Oh, because I was about to draft.
You gonna give him Jaeger Denim?
Please
No.
do.
Jaeger
Please do.
Denim. He don't make pants.
I'm gonna draft Illinois' very own Daniel Wolf.
Okay.
Okay.
So 19,
19, yeah,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
We're gonna take Walter Clayton Jr.
Damn, Jaeger Demon is falling.
falling.
I thought they was gonna be the perfect fit for him.
What team am I? I forgot.
Miami Heat.
Miami Heat?
could take him.
I think this would be Drake Powell. I would take Drake Powell out of North Carolina.
D. Millie ain't fucking around. 22, who is this?
21, you got the Jazz.
The Jazz. Who did y'all take earlier? I took Trey Johnson earlier.
Yeah.
We're taking Jaeger Demon.
There you go. And look, Atlanta's here. Thomas Sorber still on the board at 22. We're going to take the big fella.
Like that.
Now you got Pelicans at 23, Mike.
Damn.
Who did they take earlier? Jeremiah Fears, right?
Jeremiah Fields
okay.
or Jeremiah
You
Fears.
had them.
Yeah, you
Everybody
got him
did.
again, yeah.
So yeah, we'll take Liam McNeely.
Now we got OKC again.
Okay.
Golly, they just got every fucking pick, man.
That's actually crazy that they.
You know, and one of my things that I did, I ended it. I stopped playing because it pissed me off. They got AJ the Banster the next year.
From whose pick?
I forget, but it was a number 1 pick. I'm like, bro, I can't keep doing this shit, bro.
Was Ace a Newell pick?
He's
No.
still on the board.
But I'll take Ace Newell for OKC right here.
A good pick.
Orlando Magic, 25.
Jace Richardson.
I was hoping he was going to be there, 26. Who is Brooklyn selected so far? Their 12 first-round picks?
They took
They have picked
the big man, Maluach,
Maluach.
and Walter Clayton.
Okay, got it. So with them on the board again, they got a pick right after this one too. I forgot about that. Jace just got picked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who just say the second pick was?
Walter
Maluach?
Clayton Jr. and Maluach.
You don't want to bring in 2 point guards, do you?
No.
Let's go super upside, a guy that was projected to go top 5, Nolan Triore, and see if we can turn him into an NBA player. They're back on the clock. They got back-to-back picks.
We're gonna take Rasheer Fleming with the second pick.
He
off the board.
just took him to Atlanta, I think.
He was
Yes,
off
I
the
did.
board.
Damn.
You still, this is where it gets kind of weird.
Take the arrow.
You said who?
The arrow from Arkansas. Seems like that's the route you're trying to go. Size, athleticism.
We could.
Is that outside making that noise?
I have
Oh,
no
no.
idea.
You do sound like ring. I'll take him though.
There we go. Almost at the end of the first round, Darrick, you got the Celtics.
Celtics. For them, I'm gonna give them someone with a little bit of upside. But I think it also give them something that they need as like a big. And I'll take Juan Behringer from France at 6'11". He can come in and play some big minutes for them off the bench.
Stop playing with him.
Okay.
This is Suns.
What was his first name again?
Juan. Is it Juan?
I thought it was Johan.
Is it Johan?
I don't.
Okay.
I
don't know.
genuinely don't know.
I don't know. Is Juan or Joan? I don't know.
Joan.
It definitely
It's
ain't
Joan.
Juan.
Is Joan? Okay.
Juan would be UAN.
Yes,
Juan.
yes, it would.
Well, yeah, this is the Suns at pick 29.
So we took CMB earlier.
Yes, we did.
We'll take Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is the last pick of the draft. What team is this? The first round, I mean.
Clippers.
The Clippers. Really like Noah Penda. He's going to be there.
I like Noah
There we
Pender.
go, take him. That's the end of the first round. We're not doing no fucking second round.
We're not doing the second round tomorrow.
Well,
Well, no, it's 2 days.
It is 2 days. How do you feel about that?
I hate it.
I
Disgusting.
kind of do too.
Don't have me
Yeah.
sit up here waiting for my moment, then I got to put this shit back on. Now I got to spend more money on a second outfit, a second party.
And then they do it in like, didn't they do it in like Seaport? Like in the first take office last year?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm almost positive.
I didn't rewatch the second round.
Because I forgot who got drafted in the second round and they were still there from the previous round.
So this time tomorrow, we'll be in Bristol, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Doing who the fuck knows?
I have no idea.
D-Mill said he got restaurants for us to go
I'm
to.
sitting in a hotel room and
He said
just
he had restaurants for himself to go to.
You bring your Switch?
I don't know if he was invited.
I was
for the flight.
gonna be streaming, so y'all can pull up.
I have
What
no,
restaurant
I have
we
no
going to?
interest in going
Oh,
to
I
a
don't know.
restaurant.
I was just going.
The names ain't really strike. I wasn't feeling the names.
You ain't going to Sally Burke's?
Nah.
A lot of people was telling me to go to New Haven. I'm like, and I look it up. It was 40 minutes away. And I'm like, that's a whole different. Why would I?
That's like, yo, that ain't that.
Is that
bad.
it is so crazy that that's such a small state. New Haven, I think, is by the coast. So the fact that I can go from like the middle of the state to the coast in 40 minutes is pretty impressive.
I'm just curious. I was trying to look on the map and like look around, but they wouldn't give me street views. I'm just very curious to what it's gonna look like.
You were in the middle of nowhere, man.
Never would I thought that I'd be going to Connecticut.
This is my second time going to Connecticut in like 2 months.
Did you enjoy the first time?
No. No. The coolest thing about Connecticut when I was there was the WWE building I sent you a picture of.
Oh, yeah.
That was the coolest thing about Connecticut.
That's in Bristol too?
No, that is in Stamford.
Oh, Stanford?
Stanford.
Oh, so you was in Stanford.
That was closer to New York. I flew into New York and took a car the rest of the way.
Stanford's where The Office was filmed.
Stratton.
Stratton. That was Stratford.
Stratton, New Jersey.
Stratton, New Jersey.
Stratford is that
Yeah.
Complex I used to live in.
Yeah. Stratton, New Jersey.
Yeah. But I'm excited to get this done with y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. It's gonna be like my last trip, maybe until the next season start.
Yeah.
Because I'm locking
yeah.
in for the baby.
Yeah. Won't be in
Man, we
Vegas.
getting
I
grown.
won't be in Vegas, man. I almost said, dudes are getting grown around here, bro. It's so surreal to like, because my family was just gone for like 4 days on another camping trip. And when they got home, I'm just like, damn, bro, your belly is like, there's a baby in that motherfucker right now.
That
And she's
came
moving.
from your Tootsie
My
Roll.
loins, yeah, my loins.
That's why I was telling you, eat them seeds. And
And I know Mountain Dew.
I mean, Mountain Dew
Mountain
now.
Dew, actually, yeah. Mountain Dew don't. Like she's trying to go for another.
She think I'm joking when I told her, like,
You might get that snip.
Amaya gets 3 months. And if she is not,
who came up with that name?
I don't remember. If she is like a demon baby,
She won't be.
cutting up.
I heard it hurt.
She
I
won't
heard
be.
it don't. I heard that it's so non-invasive that you go home, as long as you got a bag of peas on your balls for 2 days, you're fine.
Ooh.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll just keep letting it ride. Keep letting it ride. I like that name though,
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thank you.
because my last name is Andreessen. I feel like that's how my kids would be.
Avery and Amaya, like I feel like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? The twins were mad at me though.
Why?
That's one of the twins' middle name,
Which one?
Kayla.
And
And she's like, you know who middle name this is? I'm like, yeah, my
She'll
friend.
let you know.
We grew up together. I know what your middle name is. I don't care. I'm stealing it from my daughter. Thanks. Spelled it different though. But
So when I have my son, y'all think I love Penny now. Anthony Andreessen gonna be really, really interesting. Nah, I'm just joking.
I like the name Anthony though. Cool name. It's very peculiar.
Unique.
It is very peculiar.
Um,
I kind of like the double though. Kenny. What could a K last name?
They go Michael and Michaela.
No, yeah, I'm talking about but fitting the last, like Mike Miller.
Oh, like alliteration name?
Yes.
Yeah.
What could K be?
don't exist.
Kenny.
Cockburn.
Kenny Kingston.
Kingston.
There you go.
King.
It
Just
sound like a
King.
movie name.
Yeah.
King.
Or King.
Kenny King.
Derrick.
Derrick Davis.
Yeah.
Shit sound like a baseball player.
Or nose tackle. What you tell you? Derrick Davis, Connecticut University.
If you did one of those, what school are you saying?
College of DuPage.
Sometimes people go to elementary school.
I want
with it.
hands this out
Yeah.
immediately. Did you graduate from COD?
No.
Yeah, then I'm going hands this out.
Do you have a degree? Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, I do.
There was no ceremony, but like,
Yeah.
you have a degree.
I have an
You
associate.
got your associates.
Yeah, look at you,
I
boy.
ain't done shit with it though.
Pierre
You
Andreessen,
podcasting right now.
wide receiver.
I could
Hinsdale
I
South.
did not need that associates to do.
Hinsdale South will go crazy for that.
But then you took a speech class, didn't you? Or did you?
Still don't know
I
how to
did.
talk.
The speech class is what made me want to drop out of school.
We got to
Really?
do something.
I
about-
actually loved speech
No, me
class.
too. That's why I went to
we
drop
got
out
to do
of school.
something while we in Bristol, bro.
To do.
I don't mean something like that. I mean like I'm expecting the hotel to have a gym. We got to work out or something.
Hell no.
Stream us working out.
Okay.
I wish I could bring the studio setup. We can make some music or something, but
Bring it on the flight.
it's too fucking much, man.
I'm excited to get in there though. I was in there stream when you was listening to all the old songs.
Yeah, you
man.
popped out of nowhere.
I was dead laughing, Darrick, bro. I cannot believe some of the verses you put together.
Why are you such a freaky rapper?
Just a freaky
It
rap.
did- I
Because
don't-
he doesn't give that off. If you saw Darrick, you
Yeah.
wouldn't know some of them lyrics that he was saying.
I
in
didn't
that
realize
song.
how freaky your bars are.
They were pretty freaky. I don't know where they came from. It was
On her
just-
face, she ate it all up. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. If I walked past my son's room and he was listening, I'd be like, hey boy, if you don't turn that shit off, the hell is you listening to? Freaky ass music.
Don't forget, right after he said that, he said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Keep
that
shooters
that
like-
had no correlation.
I
Honestly,
don't know, man.
That shit was
Keep
legendary,
shooters like
though.
Clay talking like Dre.
Let me do this all day. You gon' hop back in?
Yeah, I'll hop back.
Yeah,
in.
because I played some of the best songs we ever made. You don't have a verse on.
Oh.
You luckily
He said,
you luckily on this much money,
You ain't never ever seen.
but you
this
ain't
much.
on LV luggage.
No, I'm not.
That's when KB wrote his verse talking about, but I forgot about my son, and then we got Avery. Avery gonna hear that one day and be like,
Come on.
She will
now.
never hear that song. It's like it's in the Lost Files. My dad has a Lost mixtape out there in the world somewhere.
He does.
Yeah.
You
That's
heard it though.
hilarious.
How
Right?
many
I've heard
songs?
one song on it.
How many songs?
That's
he good?
What was his rap name?
Drifter.
K-Mac.
K-Mac Drifter.
K-Mac Drifter, man. Stop playing with him.
I remember
He don't seem like his name would be Drifter, right? It seems like he would be a little bit
That
more.
shit sound like a gay
it's a
man
long
saying.
hot summer. And wondering play. Man, the hood gonna take me under. It's a long hot summer. That's all I remember the
That's it,
chorus.
that's it.
That's the
Yeah.
chorus.
Mike,
I'll make it quick like quicksand. Wish to for the next man and messing with will leave your body decomposed. That boy, he was kind of spitting on
Was
them.
he?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he remember that verse.
you got some potential, Mike. You gotta let me executive produce your next album. And that's what I told Chad.
Man.
My goal is I want you and KB to put a project out separately. But KB has some days without
KB
rest,
trying to
I
rap
can
like
count.
Drewski in that skit.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
goodness. I just said that about somebody else, like motherfucker rap like KB.
Oh,
That was Sam
uh,
Presti.
Oh yeah.
It was. Y'all do rap alike though.
Everybody can't be rapping about cars they don't got. You
Bro,
know?
I'm inspired.
No, hey, it's a song that me and you got that we never dropped. Not the Sue Bird one, because that's a hit. I played that. They
Oh,
was
the,
like,
what was it like a G? I forgot what beat it was.
but I said something.
Think the Rari or the Lambo truck. What song is that?
That's that.
You ain't got
Pikachu.
neither of those.
I said something about the
I ain't
X6.
pick
I
one.
didn't have it at the time, but I have it now.
Talking into an
Manifestation.
existence.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it was one song I did a long time ago. Lucas from HOH heard it, and he was like, "This ain't true." And I was like, "You thinking too hard. I never said it's me." No. That's not what I said. Excuse me. I said I never said that I did it. I said I'm about to.
I
So
remember,
that leave me room.
You remember a long time ago? I think we was going
I
over
think I
your
said
bars or
I
whatever.
started off a verse like about to take a Uber to Uber headquarters. So many bitches call me daddy, ain't know I had daughters. And you like, you ain't never been to. I said I'm about to. Listen, motherfucker.
You remember when he was like, no, you had a verse, he's like, I change whips like I change clothes. And we was talking about on the podcast, he's like, you only need 2 cars. That's all. You only need 2
all.
cars.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
all
it.
it
That's all. I know motherfuckers who got 2 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
They
changed
change.
it.
They
They
change.
do.
That's all you need. So hey.
Another great episode. The numbers on the board. If you enjoyed the episode, leave it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time.
And make sure if it's gonna be like a chat or something,
Definitely
let it be known. Let it be known that
Y'all showed out last year. I remember
Yeah.
the chat being spammed with NOTBs.
let it be
and-
known. Act a fool, man. Act a damn fool. That's what I'm gonna say. In
'Cause
a
I'm-
good way.
I'm definitely gonna
Act the fool, not an ass.
Yeah, I act a little fool on my fit.
Oh, I'm so basic. I got a white tee and some shorts.
I got some shorts and
I gotta
a
hit them up
collared
and
shirt.
ask them, are my feet gonna be visible? Because I will wear these motherfuckers.
It is gonna be
Man
hot.
said he wearing the Crocs.
Hey, why not?
He said
Come as you are.
another line Mike said. He said spent $800 on shoes. Still at the bitch of my Crocs. Has Mike ever bought some $800 pair of shoes? $800 pair of shoes and
Hell
went
no.
to Stadium
No,
Goods?
not one pair, but I had multiple pairs I had bought. They added up to 800.
Okay.
Right, over 4 or 5 years.
Nah.
Hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all soon.
New Rocket, that's Jalen Green.